Stir me while I'm whipping, babe. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, babe. Chop, chop, breaking down this product. Turn me up, Mark. We riding out, you worry about my comings and my goings. And I'm going out doing 100 miles per hour, blood blowing. Cause I'm stressed. I fight the tight feeling in my chest. But pity ain't in me, keep that for the rest. I'ma cook up, break it down, back it up, include that shit. I re-up, we back, we up, so girl, be good for goodness sakes. If you wanted a clown, go back to the streets. The circus hold you down, wolf tickets go for cheap. As for me, I'ma stay wrist deep. Get off another elbow and flex his bicep in the streets. Don't know better, ask about me. I'm solid from the lock, follow goals to submit on my feet. Stir me while I'm rapping, babe. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, babe. Chop, chop, breaking down this product. Do not stir me while I'm whipping, babe. Cool out, you know I got it. Win another four, babe. Chop, chop, breaking down this product.
Yo. Mic check, man.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. All right, let me bring the banner down. Let's get to it. Fellas, what's going on? What's good? Y'all
You're
good? Dope,
what's
dope,
happening?
dope. Good. First, let me greet our audience. Welcome to the SPS Podcast. I am your host, Jay Strada. You are tapped into the SPS Podcast, Statistics, Problem Solutions. And this episode will be Battle of the Sexes Part 3, Meeting of the Minds. To my left right now, I got Bino. Y'all make some noise for Bino. Already. To my right now, I got Wardy. Y'all make some noise for Wardy. Man, we getting in here, man. Like I said, we got the other panelists coming up. They still trying to figure out how to get the links together. But I guess we could get started a little bit early, fellas, if that's cool with y'all. What y'all think?
Let's
Perfect.
get it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Want to start out this pod like we do all pods. The first thing I want to do is pull up some statistics or give a background of how this conversation is going to go. So the basis of this podcast, this show, is kind of a continuation of the first two we did. So we had the Battle of the Sexes Part 1, where the men gave their perspective of how we think and how we approach women in dating. Part 2, which was Monday, we did a show with the ladies where they gave their perspective. So this time around, we're going to kind of bring it all together into a conversation that makes sense. So now that we got everybody's perspectives, the idea is how do we deal with each other in relationships, right? So this is what we'll be focusing on this evening. Some conflict resolution, who should lead. You know, we got a lot of things, a lot of videos, a lot of clips. But let's start first with what you all saw on the banner. I'm going to pull that back up, fellas, and I'll get y'all opinions on some of the reasons why relationships are hard to maintain. So here are the top 6 challenges to maintain long-term relationships. I believe they were in order that I saw them in, but we'll just go through them one by one. So one of the reasons is fading enthusiasm. The second, long work hours. The third, lack of personal time and space. Then the fourth is character issues. The fifth is clinginess. And the sixth is bad sex. So I'm going to lead this up for a little while. I'm going to let Bino and Wardy, I think Bino dropped off. So Wardy, I'll let you kind of take a look at it. And I'll bring it down and just let me know which ones jump out at you. There's Bino. So here are the top 6. We just got Giovanna that joined. And so right now, what we're going to do is we're going to reread the list and just to bring Giovanna up to speed. So Giovanna, what we're looking at now is the top 6 challenges to maintain a long-term relationship. 1, fading enthusiasm. 2, long work hours. 3, the lack of personal time and space. 4, character issues. 5, clinginess. And 6, bad sex. So now that we up and going, I'm going to pull this down. And I want you to tell me what y'all think about the list. Top 6 reasons. Any of them jump out to you all?
Yeah, the long work hours, the clinginess, yeah, it is really, really all of them. I can see how it would be, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Giovanna, what do you got? Which ones jumped out on you at the list? From the list?
Definitely the long work hours. You got to have some time. And I understand you want a working partner or so, but you got to have some type of balance in there somewhere. You can't be going all the time, and especially too if you actually have a family with kids and so like that. So a lot of this time ain't gonna help it.
No, that's real. That's real.
And I will say the sex.
Oh no, go ahead.
I think the sex definitely too, because if you're not really pleasing your partner or y'all don't feel that intimate connection, then that he or she may drift off or become uninterested.
That was the first one on it. Drifting enthusiasm.
Yep. I'll bring it back up so we could take a look at it again. And like I said, while these banners are up, we can still talk about the list, but the audience is just going to see it. I think that, to me, I think that the lack of personal time and space is something that is overlooked a lot. I think that a lot of times when you're in relationships, it's easy for you to get caught up in each other. And I think that healthy space and boundaries, they give you that balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that it's easy to want to make sure y'all doing everything together. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want to entangle your lives together and we're going to do this and do that. And I think that a lot of times that you'll get so entangled with each other that you forget that y'all were two separate entities prior to the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And saying I think it's healthy for y'all to have friends and activities outside of each other, because a lot of times you'll be in relationships. And again, I guess that goes with clinginess, to where every 2 seconds y'all texting or calling each other between every work break. And you get home and it's like, bruh, we've been talking all day. You know what I mean? Like, for 5 years we've been doing this, 10 years we've been doing this, and ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? So I think the distance can make the heart grow fond. So I think that one stood out the most to me as that time and space. Bino, what's going on? You with us, bro? I think he might still be getting it together. Yeah, we hear you, Brody.
All right, cool. I'm sorry about that. Technical difficulties, y'all.
You good.
I'm
good.
back.
You good.
So what you got? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to bring the list back up. So here is a list of the top 6 challenges to maintaining long-term relationships. Fading enthusiasm, long work hours, lack of personal time and space, character issues, clinginess, and bad sex. Which one pops out to you, bro?
The top 3 actually pops out to me. Because we live in a world today, man, where we talked about this before, Strada, and we talked about this before, how we get more time with our coworkers and people outside our relationship than we actually get with our partner. And it's just, with work, with, errands, responsibilities. So a lot of times just that lack of time together, I had those top 3 happen fast. Now the other top 3 happen, the bottom top 3 I think are actually happen because of the top 3.
The top ones.
You get clean because you don't get to see your partner that often. So, lack of sex because you're tired, or, the enthusiasm not there because you got financial stress on your brain, or
you cut out on it. Can't hear you, Brody.
Can you hear me now?
Can I hear you now, Brody?
Okay, yeah. So like I was saying, the top 3 would be the reason why the bottom 3 to me are actually coexist with each other.
That makes sense. We're going to get into the next one. Now, how I'm going to do this transition. So we kind of identified the 5 things that could cause long relationships to suffer. I think the next thing I want to get into is some red flags that you should probably pay attention to in your relationship. I think that there should be a ratio of positive and negative things that go on, but y'all will see it in the clip. So we're going to get to this clip, and then we're going to get y'all feedback on the clip, and I'm going to ask y'all some questions.
There's been some great work on what behavioral markers predict divorce in couples counseling. Really solid work. Okay, so here's one predictor. When the couple is talking in front of a therapist and one of them or the other or both roll their eyes, there's like a 95% chance they're going to be divorced within 6 months. And that's contempt, eh? But here's another cool fact from that research. If you have people track the number of positive and negative interactions with their partner, you can calculate ratios, and then you can see what the ratio is that lends itself to the successful maintenance of a relationship. And so you might think, well, the more positive interactions, the better. And that's kind of true. So if it falls below 5 positive to 1 negative, the relationship is in danger.
Yeah.
But if it rises above 11 to 1, the relationship is also in danger. Well, you want support and love, and you want most of your interactions to be positive, but you want your partner to slap you now and then when you're being stupid.
was from Jordan Peterson. What do y'all think about the video?
I'll let Peaches or Woody go first because he kind of lost me. That didn't quite make sense to me.
Okay. You want me to get a context before you all go? I don't mind.
I mean, if you need context,
I got you. I give y'all context. So what I was trying to get from that clip is what Jordan Peterson was speaking of is when you talk there was a study that was done on married couples that were either on the verge of divorcing or had already divorced. And they were looking at their counseling sessions prior to them getting a divorce. And what he found is when the counselor would speak and one of the couples would roll their eyes, that the couple would probably be on the verge of divorce because somebody done checked out. And also the way they spoke about the relationship kind of was red flags to it might being over, right? And so the way he was trying to describe it is if you have a 5-to-1 ratio, meaning for every one negative thing you can think about your partner, there's 5 positive things, then you're in a good space. But if you start falling below that ratio, to where like you got one bad thing, you can only name me 4 things about your partner that's good, then your relationship might be in trouble. But now here's a kicker to that shit. He also said that if you get too high on your list is all positive, like I think he said 11-to-1, you're also in danger because that means somebody might not be being honest, right? Mm-hmm. So the goal, I think what he was trying to portray in the clip was that there needs to be a healthy balance of accountability back and forth for a relationship to last. So with that context, what y'all think?
Yeah, that's why last episode when I was asked, like, you know, how I want to be loved, that's, you know, basically what I was saying. Like, you know, somebody that's going to, you know, add to me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say bop me upside the head, but like, you know, snap me back into reality. Like, yo, what you doing, bro? Like, you know, we depending on you here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, my bad. You know, play a slip, you know what I'm saying?
Players fuck up too, bro. It happened, man.
So, but you know what I'm saying? Just that to me, you know what I'm saying? Like it just shows like you care. You know what I'm saying? It shows not just all right, I'm following you in whatever you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in this too now. Like that's how it feels to me. Like I'm in this too now. Don't forget, like I have a, you know, you have another body, 2 more bodies, 3, whatever, however many, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so sometimes I feel like, you know, might need that reminder or not even a reminder or, you know what I'm saying? Just when shit get hard, just, you know, push sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Just, yeah.
Makes sense. Giovanna, what do you got?
I think I probably would agree with him, what he was saying. And so more so because, of course, I do like a whole lot of resiliency training and stuff like that here. And then like some of my friends, they do come for advice, even though they are married and stuff like that. And when they get to the point, it's like, oh, I'm thinking about this. I'm like, well, did y'all go to counseling? I'm always going to try to like send them back to kind of keep them together in that process. And you get those comments, so, well, they don't want to go. So I'm like, all right, well, did he already check out?
Right.
What are some reasons, like what are some things that he or she may not want to go to counseling, you know, and trying to work around it. But I do feel like there do need to be like a type of balance in there for that.
Makes sense. I agree. I do think that he had a very valid point. I think that there should be a balance. And honestly, it even made me rethink what I was saying before. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I think we talked about it before and I was like, you know, I'm more of a, I'd rather just lead. I ain't really need that level of love and support. So, you know, it did make me rethink it a little bit. I think that, you know, even with leadership, I don't think I'm above reproach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that having people, you know, put their input, you know, it pushes me. So I'm not against that. But I did like how he put it. So the question I have for you all, based on the video, what is a good ratio of positive to negative feedback and healthy relationships for you? And how do you communicate negative habits with your significant other? Let's start with Giovanna, what you got?
Bino is right there. Let me stop. What's a good ratio of positive negative? I don't think I really have like a ratio, so to say, because we already talked about like no one is perfect or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I try not to bounce it off that. I mean, if anything, I just try to keep it healthy, more so overall. As far as like habits, I'm very direct. I try to go ahead and communicate that because it's just like anything else. Somebody do something I don't like, I'm gonna communicate that directly to you. So hopefully it won't happen again. But I explain more so in that process. All right, this is how it made me feel. This is why I don't like it, and why I appreciate if it don't happen again. I think sometimes if you break stuff down that way, the person may be more accepting of it.
Yeah.
If it ain't really nothing that that bad or whatever.
Makes sense. Bino, what you got? What's a good ratio of positive to negative when you're trying to give feedback? Or how do you give negative feedback to your partner?
I would say like I don't know how to really break it down in ratios, but I would say for every negative point that you put at your partner, you should also exemplify the positive. Like, like you do this, but I mean, I know it don't work out like that, but as I'm reading the question, it's like I'm always like, Javon, I'm very direct of what I don't like, but before I give my partner or significant other some negative feedback, I like sit and try to like understand their point of view or how their mind set up. Like I'm very adjustable, especially if I'm loving, my partner, or I'm in love with my partner, whatever the case. That love is like I compromise. I think I compromise way more than any of my significant others may have compromised before or may compromise in the future, because it's really hard to bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless your negativity affects mine, then it bothers me. But like, I can look over a lot of shit to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like
that part. Yeah.
So when it comes to that, so I really don't know how to judge it like that. But I know, like, yeah, in a nutshell, like I'll probably wait forever before I even tell somebody like something like a pet peeve or something petty. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just ain't with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can look over it. If it ain't affecting my day by day or whatever you're going through ain't affecting me, like I really can look over shit, because I'm pretty sure I do shit that's annoying to people too.
Right.
But how do I communicate the negative habits with your significant other? Like she said, I'm really direct with it. If something does come up, I'm just gonna tell you like this bothers me, that bothers me. I'm not gonna really be around the bush, because I have sat and waited and like really process, is this something I can deal with for a while before like the first thing somebody does, I'm not right in their face about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I look over it first. So I just be direct, man, and try to get some clarification from them until when, why, why do they do this, and if it's something that I realize that there's something more internal with him, I'll probably be even more patient. But if it's something they say they can change or they understand and you go back to doing it, then it probably is going to annoy the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Before Wardy goes, right now, for some reason, my comments aren't coming through, but I'm getting dings on my phone. So I'm going back and forth to catch some of these comments so we can at least let you all hear them real time. I'm not going to be able to bring them up. What you got for me, Giovanna?
I just got a quick question. So
Sure.
Question for Bino. What happens when you have like, I'm going to call them ankle biters. What happens if you have about 10 of those?
Say it again.
I said, what would happen if you have about 10 of those? I call them ankle biters. Like small problems. Like, what would you say?
Okay. 10 of those?
I mean, but all of them are very minute to you. But how would you say something? Like, get about 5 of them? Like,
good
good
question.
It's still, it's still a small issue to you, but like, how many? Like,
damn.
But 10 ankle biters will make you, like, one bite is not really going to affect you. By the time you get to 10 of them, my foot's swole as hell.
Facts. You're like, yo, what the?
Let's go with 5 then. Like, 3 to 5.
How do I do with 5? I'll probably pick the biggest bite out of that 5. Okay. Let's focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. We ain't gonna focus on the little net bite, but that big ass mosquito bite, we got alcohol in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
That part. That boy. I think that the answer Peach's questions, the answer Javonna's question, I think that I try to address stuff real time sometimes, depending on what it is, especially if it's something small. Because what'll happen is if you're ignoring one or two, right? You like, I'm gonna just let that shit slide. By the time 3, 4, 5 hit, you like, all right, bro, you get on my and then it comes out wrong because like you done let so much little stuff slide. So I think that putting it in the way of a question, you know what I'm saying? That works for me. I like doing questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, did you da-da-da-da-da? Or what do you think about this? And just kind of start a dialogue about it versus just being like, yo, can you stop doing? But I think real-time ankle biters does help. I'm gonna get to Maisha's comment. I'm gonna definitely get to you, Wardy. I'm going back and forth between my screens. So she said, I agree. Say it with love in a way that's not seen as an attack or an assault. So, Wardy, how do you deal with negative feedback?
How do I deal with negative feedback?
I'm sorry. How do you present negative feedback to your partner?
I mean, well, in the beginning of like basically any relationship I get in, I kind of let the person, be them so I can learn exactly who they are. And then, after some time has passed, after I seen, okay, this is not just a isolated incident. This is something that they do, like on a, you know what I'm saying? Like, so then I always do it like this too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, we've been together for some time, you know what I'm saying? For like we, getting kind of serious or whatever. So is there anything that that you would like for me to change? Or, you know what I'm saying, like kind of do better or not, you know what I'm saying, not do or woo woo. Not perfect. And you just stay the same way you are, woo woo. All right, cool. But look, you be doing this, that, and the third, and I don't be feeling that like that. So, well, look, what about I do that because of this, that, and the third? Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
that boy.
Yeah, so that's what I do. Like, but that's what I find that happen when I do kind of try to anytime. Like try to, even if I preface myself first, you know what I'm saying? It's like comes back to what I asked you in the first place. Like,
makes sense. We're gonna welcome Papa Giorgio. P, go to the stage. Welcome. Good, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up with it?
Cool.
So my ratio will be a 3-to-1.
3-to-1. Okay.
Yeah, 3 positive to
1 negative.
Negative, like, you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. What you got for me? P. Giorgio? Talk to me.
Nah. I'm trying to catch up right now.
Okay.
I'm kind of late, so I'm just trying to listen to what's going on.
Say less. We'll get to the next video and we'll come to you first. So we dealt with ratios. We're talking about how to get through the feedback. Like, how do you give part of feedback? The next thing I think I want to touch on is should we give grace for how our partner responds to stuff, right? So I'm gonna play this video, get y'all thoughts, and then we'll go into questions. Cool?
Yeah.
Let's get to it. Also, when the videos is playing, you're going to have to touch your screen to actually hear it playing.
In Why Men Don't Go to Therapy, Australian girl asked, what advice would you give for women trying to resolve relationship problems with men? This is an excellent question. And I would counsel you to take under consideration the fact that men and women typically have different styles when it comes to solving problems in their relationships. Women tend to want to talk. And when they have an issue, they want to sit down and they want to actually communicate about it. And, there's a lot of good you can say about that approach. Men have a different kind of attitude towards this often. They want to withdraw and they want to process their emotions themselves and problem solve before they come to you to communicate. It's not that the communication doesn't happen. It's just that men tend to want to do their emotional processing by themselves, whereas women want to do it together. And if you understand this about men, you won't push to have conversations before they're...
All right. Pigo, what you got, bro?
That makes sense.
Give me more. What you mean?
That makes sense. That's general. That's just I don't know how to put it, but because he already said it, I don't want to mock him, but it's basically what he said. Sometimes I could see something and just want to sit down and sit back and just know what I'm about to say before I say it.
Gotcha.
And that's it. Cause and tame my energy so it don't come across a certain way. That's it.
Makes sense. We're gonna welcome CJ on board. We're gonna just keep welcoming our panelists. What's good, Brody?
All right.
You catch that last clip?
Yeah, I saw that.
What are your thoughts on the way men and women interpret conflict?
I would
in
say
the video you saw.
Yeah, I would say me personally, I'm the same way. If like I said last time, I'm not about to do a lot of yelling and screaming because a lot of times that's just ain't not gonna get resolved that way. So I'm real quick to be like, I'm just gonna back out and just cool off for a minute, or just let me just sit down and actually calculate or collect everything that's going on and figure out exactly how I want to respond or how should I solve this, because at the end of the day, we as men, we try to solve stuff. So once the problem gets there, we try to solve it as fast as possible in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of collateral damage. And sometimes a girl, man, she just want to, vent and talk. And it's just like, I hear you, but pause for a minute while I try to get myself together on this. But hey, man, they get, once their emotions kick in, it's kind of hard to keep them off of you after that. Then you can't even get yourself together.
That part. Now I'm gonna actually put the question on the panel. But before I do that, we're gonna welcome Brittany to the stage. What's going on?
Hey, everybody.
Bro, is that a Target bag back there?
Look here, look.
You ain't get the boys nothing. Just don't worry about it, yo. We're gonna talk about that later. You gotta report to management. So the question I want to lead with, we're gonna go with you, Brittany. Since you've been shopping, you got some time to think about this question. Should women give grace for the silent men in arguments, and how do you handle partners with different styles of problem solving?
Yes, we need to give them grace. With me personally, I tell him, like, I do understand you need to process stuff, but we still need to communicate about whatever the issue is. So yes, give them time to, even me, like, I need to process stuff. Sometimes I go silent. I ain't the one going yang, like, let me think about what's going to be the best solution. So I do agree with that. And then he said, how do I deal with a partner with a different style? I'll go back to when I dealt with my husband. Like I said, he was the one that wanted to always rah. So I'm the one who actually shut down. So when dealing with him, if I knew it was about to be a problem, I would already try to be trying to problem solve before the issue even hit the fan, because I didn't want to have to deal with it. But now it's the opposite somewhat, because I'm like, hey, can we talk about it? I'm not saying it ugly. Like, nah. Like, so it's like, it is very hard. I'm gonna be honest. It's very hard to find that medium, because I give him that chance and I'll wait for him to come to me. And when he comes to me, I'm like, well, why didn't you do this instead? I'm like, okay, I hear you. So, and I have to consciously think of my reply, because I don't want to say something that's going to shut him right back down. So again, it is a challenge dealing with someone like that versus someone who would say, you know what, let's wait till we both calm down. Let's come to the table and talk. That's what I would prefer, but that's not what I have.
Got you. I'm going to get to these live comments. And again, I apologize to my panelists. For some reason, it's not letting me display them like I normally do. So I'm going back and forth between my live and here, and I'm going to just read it so y'all can hear it. We're going to catch up. So Destiny says sometimes you have to cool off before responding.
Right.
Maisha said men and women should give grace for their response. Healthy communication is important. Kale said the message needs to be broadcasted to the world. Don't expect a man to process things the same way as a female. There has to be some compromise, though. Good conversation to have with your significant other so they understand what's going on. And then Kale said the question is, can a woman give grace?
Yes.
I like that.
You sure?
And
We can. They're not saying
No,
like in the heat of the moment. A lot of them might want to immediately attack,
not
but
in
we
the heat of
can.
the
Like I
moment.
said, it's a conscious thing, like something that you have to work on.
Woody, what you
I'm
think? Oh no, go ahead, Beto.
Yeah, I'm just totally opposite with everything he said. The guy said in the video, like, cause like, only time I internalize something dealing with me and my partner, I don't for one, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have a problem, like, I'm probably like more so like I want the emotions to go ahead. I feel like conflict can become resolution, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like if I got something going on personally, that's when I process it in my head before I tackle the situation. But if it's something dealing with me and my significant other, like, let's go ahead and if it's like you got a problem with me, go ahead and tell me right now. We can talk about that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shut down, had no solid treatment. You can yell or fuss. I can yell and fuss, but with the purpose of us coming to a solution, though. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
I
you
feel like that's the
contradicting
problem.
stuff that you said last week because you was like, don't nobody want nobody hollering and screaming at them, but you just said we can fuss and do all that back and forth. So which one is it?
No. When I said I'm saying yelling at me off for no reason. Like, if it's something that I actually done, that I did, you know what I'm saying, then you can go ahead and get it off. You know what I'm saying? If I actually did something, like, intentionally or did something
Well,
that
usually a
actually
woman is not gonna be yelling unless you did something. We like peace too, baby.
Oh.
No. Don't speak for all women. Women will yell for the pettiest things. You will yell for the pettiest shit. You know what I'm saying? For the pettiest.
Give me an example.
Why you leave
example.
your goddamn flowers on the bathroom floor? Like, goddamn. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You said what is it? Say it again.
Why you leave your damn drawers on the bathroom floor? Why you always leaving your drawers on the
Then
damn
you
bathroom
do
floor? Like,
something.
listen,
Then you do something. You said that you didn't do nothing, but you did something. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I'm pretty sure she said, "Baby, pick up your clothes before you leave the bathroom." She done told you nice, maybe once, maybe twice, maybe even 3 times. So by that 4th time, Bino, come get these damn motherfucking drawers out this floor, like I done told you. Come on now, think about it.
I'm glad you said it like you would say it. See, that shit ain't gonna work with me, dog. Like, it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna work. I'm glad you said it exactly how you said it. We don't have to have a full fucking conversation on drawers on the floor. Pick this shit up. You pick it up, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I'm running out the door.
I'm gonna pick mine up, so I gotta pick yours up too.
So you ain't gonna pick my drawers up? You ain't gonna pick your man drawers up?
You know what? That's what I'm gonna leave mine down there tomorrow. Okay, just know I'm gonna leave mine down there too.
Ladies
Then,
and gentlemen, we have a real time relationship
I'm gonna walk over yours like I walk over mine until I get some time.
No. We can't be all walking over drawers. Now they need to get picked up and put in the laundry basket.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You know what I do? You know what does annoy me though? When I start, what females got a habit of doing is Brittany just did it. Like, when you talk and they say, oh no, they cut you right off. You can't even finish. You get a 3-word sentence. You got 5 more words to say, but you automatically get cut off like she just did. That's like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I let you finish your sentence. You said we both gonna be walking over drawers. I said no, meaning we not doing that. Not no, shut your mouth. I'm saying no, we're not both gonna be walking over drawers. And then you got 10 pair of drawers over here in the corner. No, pick yours up, and I'm gonna pick mine up.
So that's role play. So you talking? You say, no, we not doing that. How do you think we not doing what? Who you talking to like a child? What we not like?
We're not gonna leave drawers on the floor, honey. That's not what we're going to do, baby. Okay.
I just want to say that time when Bino pointed out that you respond in a motherly fashion, you are further proving his point. I'm gonna go back to eat my Chipotle.
Yeah, eat your food. Mute yourself.
The last episode at this point, CJ.
Oh yeah, we might as well. Cause I was gonna get into it. Go ahead.
Okay, I gotta pull up the YouTube. Y'all continue fussing about draws. Give me a call.
Oh shit!
I hate it here.
My point is
sending y'all to management.
Just did, guys. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got that vibe. Now she switched it once I said something. Like, once I stopped to say, see, is what you're saying. It's not how you say it. No. We ain't. Like, you can't talk to me like my mom.
like you 7 years old.
Well, if you don't want me to talk to you like a child, don't leave your drawers in the floor because you are a grown ass man. So pick them up and put them in the laundry basket. So if you don't want a motherly person, then clean up behind yourself. Now, if you're disabled and your hands can't get to the fucking floor, then baby, I'll pick them up for you. But other than that, pick up your damn clothes.
I got
9 times out of 10.
All right, hold on. Let me take them off the big screen
But my
because I
mama
think
used
I'm
to
in
talk to me like that.
Instagram.
It's because she was paying those bills. You feel what I'm saying? It's because she was doing that. 9 times out of 10, not in the past, but further in the future. 9 times out of 10, if I'm with my significant, if me and my significant after we locked in, I'm paying these goddamn bills. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So at the end of the day, when your mom do it, because that's your mom, how she paying your bills and take care of you. Taken care of. Women want a leader. They want all this stuff. So if I leave my drawers on the floor, shut the hell up, pick them up, and throw them in the damn house.
So what do you want then? So you want a maid and a chef, a cook. What do you want then? Because that's what you're saying. If I got to clean up behind you as well.
He don't need a woman.
I mean, that's what he's saying. He's saying he's providing all that. So why am I now have to pick up your drawers? Like, it's almost a sign of disrespect because you left him down there like, well, Brittany gonna get him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's how I'm taking it at this point.
Yeah, because I'm running and busting. I'm running and busting.
So, okay, so what I'm saying, okay, answer this real quick. Am I working? Or I'm a stay-at-home wife? Am I working or am I a stay-at-home wife?
All right now.
I mean, you a little greedy at Walmart, something slight.
He said something slight.
I need to know because listen, let me just make this very clear. So if I am a housewife, then sure, I won't mind doing that. But if I'm working 9 to 5, come home and still got to cook, still got to deal with the kids, still got to deal with, baby, help me out and do your part and keep our bathroom clean. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked you to clean the motherfucking toilet. I'll do that. But at least pick up your clothes. Like,
Ideally, if you're working, if you're working, it's because you want to work is something that you're passionate about, not because you got to help me pay these goddamn bills. It's because you into something that you like. You don't want to be home. Like, you want to be a housewife, sit your ass home then. If you want to go out and do your thing, go out and do your thing. You feel what I'm saying? Well, what I'm saying is, this is a house, but my drawers is part of making it a home. You understand what I'm saying?
Hold on, I gotta get my signs from the back seat. Hold on, I gotta get my signs, cause Lord knows.
Yo, Peter is on board.
Yo.
Cause God knows. So I'm gonna stop.
It's simple.
Ladies
Hold on,
and
let me
gentlemen.
find which one I need for your ass. Let me find what sign I need for your ass.
Let me clear up the yellow part. Now, the thing about the yellow part is, I was talking in past tense because what I realized is that it is a trigger for me. But what I also realized is that even though I might have tell a female when I'm first dating that's a trigger for me, in the heat in the moment of something that's bothering her emotionally, she's going to yell. She's not going to yell because she's ignoring that she knows it's a trigger, but emotionally we had conversations about when we're building. So, like I say, I'm a real self-reflector. So even though I know it's a trigger, I grow in how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So if I tell a female earlier, it's yelling at me, it's a trigger. I've been yelled at a lot, whatever the case may be. I ain't gonna go into deep on it on this episode of why.
Okay.
My response to yelling has always been it's a trigger. But me understanding that trigger is me also understanding that I have control on how to handle that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make that clarification since you try to bring that back up. You know what I'm saying?
But at least you have that communication piece where you can let her know that is a trigger. Most men won't even tell you that much.
Ooh. And
women got to try to figure that out on their own. Like, well, damn, he always snapping every time I do this. You know what I'm saying? Versus you saying, look, baby, yelling does nothing for me, but enrage me or make me shut down or whatever. Now, if that woman you're dealing with still handles you that way or try to, that ain't the woman for you because you already expressed your concerns or whatever to her and she's not being receptive. You need to go ahead and get her the boot. Tell her there's the door. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that, if me and you go ahead, who's talking? CJ or P? Go.
Yo, look. Yo, Brett, I got a question. Knowing that what he just said, right? So, what if he's just a natural loud talker and aggressive talker? Is that still you going to shut down because he's just that he's natural like that, or you going to consider it yelling?
Okay, so I would have to be around him enough to know that. Okay, I won't initially probably take it that way, because initially I probably like, why are you so upset? He probably have to say, Brittany's how I naturally talk, because me, I naturally am a loud person. When I talk, I get animated, my hands get going. CJ, don't do it, baby. Okay, stop. he nodding his head like, I can see that.
Boy.
So, but but if I know you like, baby, all you gotta do is say, baby, chill. I'm gonna be like, that's my cue, because sometimes I'm not even conscious of what I'm doing or saying in that moment. And then once he do, like, okay, you know what? I need to check myself, like, okay, you're right. Let me tone it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, again, reassurance. I think somebody said in the comments, is the way your delivery or how you say it. That's all it needs. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Bino. So I ain't gonna yell at him anymore on the show, since I know that's a trigger for my baby.
That's
cap. Now, based on the comments, they have been giving us some feedback on y'all back and forth. Maisha says he'll have to buy some, because in the trash they would go. Ain't no way. Kale said,
ain't no problem. I love buying new drawers. Ain't no problem. That's like
Kale said a better way to communicate. Babe, when you leave your drawers on the floor, I feel disrespected and it's not attractive. If you pick up your drawers, and I'll pick up mine.
That. Right.
If you see that he snaps every time you're doing something specific, then it shouldn't register to do it like that. Yeah, that's a lot going on this side of town. Y'all are hilarious. Did y'all want to get into the past clip and give our audience context on, the exchange, or y'all good? Y'all got it all out?
The reason why me and him are like this right now, yeah, you can. For the ones that may not have heard it, yeah, we'll go ahead and hash it on out. I mean, for the people,
okay, so,
let them know. Kumbaya.
We've been talking about this shit, so that's another thing. Yes. God damn, we got to drag the problem off for 3 days, but let's go, though. All right, come on.
So, for context.
That's how relationships be.
Right. We really get into it. And Battle of the Sexes.
Like that.
And Battle of the Sexes Part 2, the allure of women. There was an exchange that happened, and I'm gonna play the exchange for you all. And we're gonna let Brittany and Bino get their feedback on what they thought once Brittany get finished with her Target shopping. This episode is sponsored by Target. I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna get y'all feedback on the other pod. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on. Screen share. This is hilarious. Let's see if we can get this going. Back it up a little bit. Get to the 252 mark. Y'all bear with me, because I ain't even had this clip loaded up. I thought we was good, but this seems like good timing. All right, let's do it.
I know the first love for you. But Brittany, I think, you give me like these motherly relationship vibes. Like, you've been snapping this episode.
You missed the part where he said I'm about to disrespect you.
I'll take it back. Don't even worry about it. We gonna get all of it. I'll come back to maybe 251.44. That look like a good spot.
He's like, I'm about.
Shot and everything ready.
Straight like that. Jesus Christ. Thank y'all again, man. It's been great, man. Y'all have been enjoying.
I just want to say one more thing, Stratus.
What's up, Brody? Go ahead. You got it.
I can tell Brittany, don't take offense, Brittany, okay? I got nothing but love for you. But Brittany, I think, you give me like these motherly relationship vibes. Like, you've been snapping this episode, and you might be trying to run your man, and we haven't talked to you about this yet. But the more episodes we do,
it sounds like that.
For real,
that last part y'all did.
What was the last thing you said, Vita?
That's her tight.
Fight all the God, because I can't hear nothing.
Hey, look, that's why I was about to ask her, what is your type, man? What is it that you like?
See, I knew this was going to happen.
No. Okay. I heard water, but what were you saying, Bino? You turn your mic back on, Bino.
I'm starting to get that vibe that you like to have power over your men in your relationships. I'm starting to get that vibe from you. I'm starting to get that little vibe. I'm just saying. Because she did recognize it from Jasmine. She recognized it when Jasmine did. She did recognize my twist. You might be on to something, Bino.
what Jasmine said, told a man, bye, get gone. No, my man ain't walk out the damn door. I'm like, baby, you didn't let me finish
that's
my
even more
statement.
power.
No.
It sounded like she made it worse. You digging your own grave with that. You gonna say, let me finish my statement. Come on, man.
Okay. So
All right. So the
we gonna
problem
get
I
back-
had, I was.
who's going first?
So
Rock, paper, scissors. Y'all figure it out.
I got rock, so I'm going first. So so the problem that I had with it, I was trying to figure out what he was saying. So motherly, yes, I know I give those. But he said power over my man. I'm trying to run my man. So I was trying to get clarity on that. Like, what did he feel like I said during that whole episode, that last podcast, that he felt like I wanted to have power over my man?
Well, listen.
Yeah.
First and foremost, right? When somebody's a mother, don't they got some type of their kids when they're a mother? So don't mother and power coexist?
Answer my question. We're not gonna go. We're gonna answer yours in a few minutes, dear.
The last one, I can't really be verbatim word for word, but like the last one when I said something and you was like, "Nah, I'm telling my man he ain't gonna know goddamn well." Some of that.
So what?
Shit.
Okay, all right. So what happened with that was Jazz was up on live and saying that she when her man get mad, she be like, bye, go, get gone. And I was trying to say, I'm not gonna tell my man to walk out the door. I'm like, you need to stay here, like, don't leave. Because the one thing about me, I feel, this is just my personal opinion, I'm not letting my man walk out the door to potentially go to another woman's arms. So you gonna stay here. We're gonna hash this out in our house. So that's why I was saying, stay on the couch. Hell, you can even sleep right next to me. We ain't gonna talk, but I don't want you leaving this house. You go sit in the car, listen to some music, whatever you got to do. But I don't want to say bye, gone, poof, you know what I'm saying? And then turn my phone off, block you or whatever she was saying. That's what I was saying. Like, no, we're not gonna do that in my household. So if you call that power, then we need to talk about. We need to have a whole nother conversation.
Would you say it honestly now? Honestly, would you say it like that? Like, babe, now you don't need to leave. We need to sit here and hash this out. Or will you say, nah, you ain't going no goddamn where? Like the way you presented it to us.
Oh no, I ain't talking to that man like that now. I'm just doing this on live.
I was about to say, I think she was being facetious. I'll shoot a bit.
Yeah. No, I ain't talking to that man like that. You really trying to get my head knocked off? No, No, but like I have told him, like, baby, I love you, but I don't like you right now. Let's just calm down. And I have literally said that to him. Let's calm down. Let's go our separate ways right now. Don't leave the house because you ain't going nowhere. Like, I need you to stay here, but let's settle down and then come back to whatever the disagreement was. Now, when I say motherly, I'm thinking more of, in my mind, I'll give you an example, like the guy I'm dealing with, he got sick one day. I called out of work. He was like, I can't even get out of bed. I think I got COVID, whatever. I called out of work, left work, came over here tending to him, brought a home COVID test, went, bought soup, bought this, whatever he needed, I was there. So that's how I feel like kind of motherly, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get him back well. So that's when I say motherly, that's what I'm looking at. Not control over somebody. I'm more like a nurturer, trying to uplift somebody. That's what mothers do. Be their number one fan for their kids. I'm gonna be my man's number one fan. So when I say motherly, those are the things that I'm talking about. I ain't down behind him chest. Now I will check him in private with some shit that I might not deal with. I'm never gonna do it in public. But far as like, nigga, you ain't this, whatever, you need to go over here and get it. Like, I'm not gonna do that in front. I'm not gonna disrespect no man like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna try to belittle them, make them feel less of a man. We got enough women, men, the world doing it already. So I'm not gonna add to that with the guy that I'm dealing with. But you can't tell me.
I think me amongst the men, we received it as you say it to us. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I received it as you say it to us, like, with the high tone aggression, like, no, hell nah, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. That's how I received it. But if you say it in the way the relationship is like, nah, babe, you don't need to leave. We need to talk about this thing. You hash it out and actually sit to listen. Then I can say I'm wrong. But where I took it is, like you said it, you ain't going no goddamn. You ain't going out there. House. You know what I'm saying? That's how, you know what I'm saying? You're not about to control. You know what I'm saying? You wilding right now, son.
That's power.
Yeah.
That high-pitched voice.
I said that's power.
Yeah, that's all I was saying, bro. That's all I was saying, sis. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do kumbaya,
That's not. But look, Brittany. That's not negative power. That's positive power. That's all it is.
Positive power. That's a good segue into. I want to break up a visual for you all, man. Let me know if y'all can see it on the screen. Can y'all see that?
I gotta zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what this is called a relationship problem solving tree. And again, anybody in the chat, anybody that need it, I will definitely link it and post it on my Facebook page. But what this does is it gives you a way to walk through problems. So the first thing that we see, and I'm gonna enlarge my screen so I can actually read it to y'all. Give me a second. Give me some grace. So the first one is stage 1. You want to recognize the problem, right? Stage 2, you want to identify solutions. That's the next thing you want to do. 3, you want to implement the very solution that y'all just said would solve the problem. And then 4th, you want to reappraise the problem, meaning if the solution you tried didn't work, you want to go back and see if there's another solution that you can implement to make it make sense. Now, beneath that, there are different levels of problems that can arrive. So you might have a motivation and ability problem, interpersonal problems, that's like, self-regulation, or interpersonal problems like oppositional and being cooperative. But this tree actually does help with some of the things we saw. Now, granted, I know y'all was role playing, but y'all really be with the shits too. I'll be having to call y'all to management a lot. But I did want to show that visual. So based on that flow of information, do y'all think that will actually work in a real relationship? Like y'all sit down, y'all identify the problem, get some solutions, try the solution, and then see if it fixed the problem? Like, first off, do y'all do that in real time? And if you don't, do you think it'll work? Anybody?
I don't do it, but I think it'll work. But I don't think in real time though. Who got time for some damn steps? I want that shit over right now.
I was about to say that. I think most men, we get the problem, we try to solve it real quick. Like, all right, this is the problem. All right, boom, here's the solution. Did it work? We got to figure it out again. Boom. It's just like get it in and get it out. Like, we ain't about to sit down, break it down, all this stuff. It's not a blunt.
But y'all are doing the steps, but you don't have to sit down and write them down or whatnot. Y'all are doing them. Right. You got the problem. You're trying to figure it out. It's just that sometimes y'all try to figure it out without your partner. That's where the problem comes in. Y'all need to be bringing in your partner maybe with you to try to help get the problem. Because if it involves both of y'all and you the only one who came up with this, that person might have some pushback just because, why? So what do you see me as? I don't have no input, you know what I'm saying, to the solution? CJ real to him. Okay.
Hey, only really works with two people.
What you about to say? My bad.
I think that only really. Oh, go on. My fault, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, go ahead. I just had a question for her.
I was just about to say, I think that two people, which this is hard when you talk about men and women. When both parties can actually use rational approaches over emotional. Them steps is not followed if the emotional is over the rational. You know what I'm saying?
That's why we gotta cool down. Cool down, like that's the key. Because a woman is gonna, in the heat of the moment, it's gonna be emotional, be rah sometimes. That's why I said yes, that's what I'm saying about it. Let her cool down or whatever. Or it might be the guy, it might be the other person. Like sometimes the roles reverse. Let him cool down. Now, what you had a question for me, P?
Yeah. I just want to know. And what's your name? I'm sorry.
Brittany.
Javon.
Oh, Javon. Okay. Oh.
Javon. All right. So if a man make a decision, right, and it fails, it's his fault, or it's your fault?
It's what do you mean? So we had a problem. Is this problem his problem or is this problem our problem?
No, he ain't talking about a problem. He talking about
just a salute, trying to figure out something. But him being the man of the household, he made a decision, and it failed. But by him making that, decision, it failed both of y'all. Failed everybody. Is it his fault or your fault?
Honestly, it's his fault, but I'm not gonna throw it in his face. I'm not gonna throw it in his face.
What if the man tells you make the decision and it fails? Whose fault is it?
It's mine. It is my fault. It's my fault.
No, it's
Brittany
not.
cut
It's the
this
man
shit.
fault.
It's the
It's
man.
the man fault for even allowing that.
Why'd you
Okay.
let her make that decision? You
Because
should have
the
made
first
that
thing
decision
you
in the
gonna
first place.
the first thing you're gonna say once you get mad is why you ain't put your input into it. You ain't do nothing. You ain't do all of this. That's the first thing you're gonna say. You ain't do
Okay,
nothing. I
okay.
had to think
So,
about
all
it by
right, I
myself.
have a real situation with that. Like, I have wanted to get something done.
Mhm.
I went to my business partner and I said, "What do you want to do? Do whatever." The shit didn't go well, and he like, "Well, did it, sir? What you can do is zip it." Because when I came to you for your input,
Hold on, Brittany.
you didn't want to give me none.
Brittany, time
Okay.
out. Give us exactly what he said in context, because it's like you said he said, and then you said no, zip it. What did he actually say when you came back and it didn't work?
Y'all
So
give
you
it too
said
much.
that
He just
he
like
told
he
you
was
to do
like, why?
whatever, and then you
Right.
did it,
And
and then what he
then
say?
right. He's like, why didn't you do it? I mean, I'm trying to think exactly what it was with our business, but he was like, well, why didn't you just submit it in time? I'm just saying, I don't know exactly what
Yeah,
it
I
was,
feel
but he
you.
was like, why didn't you do it this way? I'm like, and I'm looking at him like, this way, I asked you for your input. Like, I don't never want to do anything by myself because then there is that finger pointing at somebody. You
That
did this
part.
wrong, whack, 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 whack. No, like, I want to do this because if I fail, I want to fail together. You know what I'm saying? Now, what P was saying, if he did it alone, I'm like, you could have came to me and asked. I mean, I would have gave you some insight, like, have you thought about it this way? Have you done that? Like, so, I mean, again, y'all would really have to be around me to know me. But when I say this shit, I'm being 100 with you because if you see my shirt, I'm all about balance. Okay, I don't like shit off, and that's just real shit for me. Okay, so I'm going to ask like, hey, baby, have you thought about it this way? Because it could go wrong. Like, you know what? I haven't. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what we can talk about stuff. So when I'm coming to you, I know I ain't got all the answers. I know that, even though CJ probably don't believe that shit. I know I ain't got all the
You
answers.
know, I don't believe a single
I
word.
know. You know what I'm saying? I saw
No,
them
no.
eyebrows. I can read you very well. Okay,
You
but
can't.
what
You
I'm saying,
can't. If you reading me, it's Braille. You're not reading me.
Uh,
You're not reading me. You're
but
not.
yeah. So, but again, P, I would, like I said, really would prefer to him as my opinion. Same thing for opposite. I'm gonna ask for his, but I'm not gonna be like, I look at you and you over here thought you know every motherfucking thing. I'm never gonna do that because he ain't gonna never come to me when he do need actual help.
that part. We're
What,
gonna go
what
to
the
the
thing
comment
about it is,
section. I'm sorry.
oh,
Go
my
ahead.
fault, my fault. Now, I was just about to say, no, in that situation, if that was to happen, if I was to get a female that, go ahead, do what you got to do, and it didn't work, she come back and I say, why? See, me is not like trying to criticize, but it's like, next time, like we failed the first time, but now I'm gonna inquire about some questions because it failed. So now I'm gonna inquire about some whys. So when we try it again, it won't happen again. Not necessarily because it's like you
Right.
fucked up or
Well, that's a
criticized it.
difference.
You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
difference with you trying to figure out and problem solve versus, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, you pointing your finger saying, why you just didn't do it this way?
Okay.
Sweetheart, I asked you.
You're
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real
I
You're
got
shit.
right
you. I
about
got
that. That's real
you. I
shit.
got
So from the comments, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit here. Kel said based on the diagram that it was a root cause analysis, greenbelt. He also said yes, it will work. After doing it a few times, the steps will come naturally, especially when you see the
Right.
positive results. Maisha said that she agreed with Brittany. It has to be done collectively in a relationship. Kel said we are one. He then also said you didn't properly lead us in quotations. And then Maisha said it depends on the situation and solution, and that she agrees with Bino. And I do apologize that I can't bring them up, like they're not linked.
It
So I'm
had
gonna
like
just
one
keep.
comment from Facebook popped up, and that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's
With
gonna be
Taisha
linked in.
Walker. That was
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna take the complaint to management. You feel me? Y'all know how that go. We'll get management figured out. So we gonna go to the next video, man.
Hey, real quick, can I make a comment off that?
Sure, absolutely. What you got?
All right, so for like a solution for the video and the diagram that you actually have, I know yesterday I mentioned that guys are more laid back for when it comes to problem solving, and females are more complex. So of
Right.
course we want to talk some stuff out, but at the same time, the way that our brain compartmentalize, it happens in both parties, and more so of when it's time to actually talk about it or when we want to talk about it. About that time, I would say for the household, I ask majority of the time you ask somebody how do you think we should solve this problem? They're gonna walk you through that 5-step process. You can put your input in there, as y'all go along in it. And then like in some of the cases too, women sometimes when we do come to y'all, we already have the solution. We just need to talk it out loud, and maybe you put some comments in there, maybe a little bit devil advocate if it's like true, logic or logical stuff behind it or whatever. So it do happens. Now, like Brittany said, actually coming together and doing it'll be more conducive, to problem solving, whatever it is in the relationship. But like I said, it do happen.
I think in a perfect world, you're right, Giovanna. I think that a lot of times, though, and I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm being completely honest, yo. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that, right? Mainly when a woman brings something to a man in that way, either you really don't know and you need my guidance and I'll give it, or if you already know, I'd rather you just inform me versus ask me, right? So it could go either way. Meaning, if you know, like, I'll give you an example. So if we together and you like, babe, I was thinking about taking out X amount of dollars to go get us some more blah 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 because I think we need it. You don't have to ask me to do that if it's proactive, especially if you made up in your mind you're gonna do it. Because at that point, my feedback don't matter. You had already kind of made up what you're gonna do. I can give you an affirmation like, oh, that's what's up, babe, but we'll leave it there. Now, if you come to me with that same thing and say, babe, do you think we should get? Now, in my mind, you just transfer the power to me to make a decision, right? So I think with women, how you word it determines how your man's gonna interpret it and how he moves next. So if you put it like you said, because you said earlier, if we already have an answer in our mind, we might still ask. I think that's what a clarity can be, because if you think you already got a solution, I'd rather you tell it to me like a statement versus asking me. Because if you ask me, then I'm gonna assume you don't know. But if you tell me, I can affirm it. Fellas, am I right?
Yeah.
It may come off that way, but I'm saying for the majority of the time, like, I don't want to say she's asking you. It's more so like some women need that approval. I guess depending on what it is, or the man actually knowing.
I think it's delivery.
You just said if you ask, you're not asking, but you asking. It's still asking at the end of the day. Yeah. And I can't speak for all men, but in my mind, a question is you asking me something at the end of the day. So now you giving me the power. So I gotta figure that out. That's all it is. So it's the words means everything. If you already got the answer to it, just come to me with the solution, and I can help you to let you know if it's the proper solution. But don't come to me with a question knowing you already got the answer in your head, but then I'm trying to figure things out. You giving me the power, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's it.
I think that was a very teachable lesson for everybody. And Giovanna, I appreciate that example, because that is a real big example. You feel like me? That's a great example of nuances. So for my audience listening, that was very teachable. What we just learned right then is, women, if you need validation from your man, meaning you kind of what you want to do, but you need his input validation, put it in the form of a statement. But if you truly do not know and you truly need his help, put it in the form of a question. And I think as men, again, most of the time, and let's keep it real, the women we picked y'all because y'all are sound, y'all make good decisions, y'all are reasonable. So if you bring it in the form of a question, we probably gonna align with you anyway, right? So if you be like, babe, I'm about to go do, it's like, all right, cool, that's what's up. Check in with me after it get done. But if you hit me with a, babe, what you think I should do about, I'm gonna put my brain on it. I'm like, all right, well, cool, shit. Well, what about, I do it like this. But here's the back part of it, ladies. Don't ask me and then don't do what I tell you. I know that sounds crazy as fuck, but do not ask me and then do not do what I just told you to do. Because you don't know.
What about this dress?
Or don't come back to me and tell you somebody else told you that,
The same thing you said, boy. That hurt.
Now you're telling me you listening to somebody outside our house,
but not your own man. That's wild. I hate that. Cause I don't care. I'm gonna tell you right there. Like, man, I told you that same exact thing like a week ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you
It goes both ways.
girl, and it means something.
It goes both ways, but I agree. It goes both ways, but I agree.
Brittany, give me some pushback the other way. Give us a time that it happens, a lady, so the fellas like help us understand. Yeah.
It don't.
He said it don't.
It don't.
Because
listen, Linda. When the fellas, when the men give their woman advice, it's based off a logical standpoint, and that's about it. You'll hear it, you'll acknowledge it, but then you don't really do nothing about it. And then later on, you take that as same advice that you heard from your friend, and all of a sudden you implement it in your life. What made the difference between your man saying it and them saying it? Now, if we reverse it, ain't no way my woman gave me some sound advice. I listened to it and blew it off to the wind. But my homeboy gave the same advice the woman said. My homeboy ain't giving that same advice you said. He not. I know he not.
And if he do, I'm not gonna go back to her and say, well, Johnny said this. I'm gonna be like, baby, you right. I ain't gonna
ain't no way.
I'm like, baby,
ain't no way. My boy's not gonna give the same exact advice you gave. It ain't happening.
What you got, Woody?
I think the thing might be, I'm just gonna play devil advocate for a second. I think the thing might be that, you know, like we say, communicate key, and how to communicate with a woman. She might say the same thing she did, but it might be in a woman's form. Then it might click for what we saying, and might go, you know what I'm saying? It might not register to her as a, you know what I'm saying? But as a woman saying the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a challenge. Can I challenge you on that, Woody?
Yeah.
I'll fuck with you. All right, so boom. If the female got her father in her life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her man could say the same thing, could say one thing, right? But then she ain't gonna listen to him, then go to her father. Her father could say the same exact thing. And guess what she gonna go back and tell that man? Damn, my father just said that.
But then I feel like, look though.
Come on.
Hey,
I feel like affirm you in her eyes though. I feel like that'll reaffirm you in her eyes. Like, you know what? He have like he lined up with my dad, and who I would listen to over anybody. So maybe.
So how many?
I got something.
Look at Brittany.
Don't ask me at all. Ask your father, and don't even ask me.
That's what I'm talking about. Preach, baby, preach. Because you are aligning.
How many times do she got to go to her pops for insurance?
I'm
I
saying,
just want to know.
no, I don't know. I can't answer that question, but I know that I will go to my mom and see if it line up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to make sure that I'm gonna go, and if it line up, I'm gonna be like, babe, you know what? That's a good ass idea. You know what I'm saying?
But to answer P question, because I don't know if any of the other ladies been married. I've been married. It is only going to take a few times to get that reassurance from your dad or whatnot. Because then, I mean, I might be talking to my dad in general, like, yeah, we about to do this. Like, oh, okay. And I'm like, you know, Will just said that. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm like, it kind of reassures that, you know what, maybe he is leading the family in the right direction. It ain't
That's
gonna take
real.
20 years to keep asking your daddy the same thing to check your man, because then what you need your man for? You should have stayed at home.
My
Yo,
thing is, ask your pop. Ask your pop. If you need your father for the reinsurance, then go to your father for the assurance. You ain't come for the don't just stay over there with the pop.
He said, date your daddy. Bro said, date your daddy.
More than likely, a lot of women are picking men that are like their daddy. So
True.
so when you get that, just nothing.
I can't with y'all, bro. I can't with y'all, man. It's gonna be a long show. We only do video one. All right. So this was an interesting take that we had. Shout out to Woody. He actually showed me this clip, or he introduced this clip. So for everybody that came up, if you want to actually hear the clip, you got to actually click it on your phone so y'all can hear it. But we're going to get into this interesting perspective about women, men, and leadership. Cool? Let's see what we got. Let's start this.
Woman should be the dominant and a man should be the submissive. That's
yes, because y'all follow commands. You go do. You go do. And she gonna tell you what to do, because here's the thing. If y'all don't have somebody telling y'all what to do, y'all are going to be reckless. And so women are divorcing y'all in these relationships because they are allowing you to quote unquote lead, and they're being submissive. And since y'all can't lead yourself, y'all leading her into the ground. So here's the thing. The natural order is for the feminine to be the leader. If you give to the feminine, right, the feminine is always going to regenerate life, and everybody's going to be taken care of. Y'all are territorial. Y'all just want the image of leadership. You just want to be out in public. I'm the leader, but all of the responsibility is actually on the woman. The leader takes the majority of the responsibility. If women allow men, which means she submit, all right, and allow him to lead, she don't have no control over what he's going to do. She's steady submitting to him. Women have to change their minds and realize that they ain't supposed to submit to men, because men just going to do what you allow them to do, because they don't have no governor on their own behavior to know when to not do something, to know better. They don't know. They just going to keep being reckless, and they're not going to take care of.
Man, yo, boy.
Preach, girl. Can I say this one thing? She wasn't talking about men. She was talking about grown boys. That's it.
Okay. That's what I said. You talk about half a man. I said that. Half a man.
All right, fellas. Let's do a clear out. Let's do a clear out. Hold on, fellas. Let's get some feminine energy in and we're going to bring it back. Ladies, right. How do you all feel about the clips? Let's go with Jazz. First off, Jazz, welcome to the panel.
Hi, y'all. Still fighting for services. Sorry.
It'd be like that. The struggle Wi-Fi is real.
Yes.
What you got? What you think about that clip?
I kind of heard some of the stuff that she said, but I totally agree, because we got to do every damn thing. So we may as well. That's why women is so dominant now. That's why we be like, we don't need no nigga, because we do everything and we can. Like, that's why men ain't even taking over no more. It's the women. The men is the she's now. They feminine as hell.
Okay. That's a perspective. That is a perspective.
I got something to say about that little feminine part, but we're gonna wait on it.
Look,
We're gonna wait on it.
I thought it was very controversial and whole different type of scope of thinking. Like, I never really heard a woman put it, especially like the nature part. Like, I never seen nothing in nature where women or the woman was out front, like, you know what I'm saying, leading or being, you know what I'm saying, the dominant one and that like that. So, you know what I'm saying, that's why I shared it with the group. So, because I thought that was, I wanted to get both takes,
Jazz seems to have some supporters in the building. Tiffany definitely agrees with you.
Tiffany, come on, Tiffany.
Yeah, so that just happened. We appreciate your support, Jazz. I'm playing. Giovanna, what you think about the clip? Giovanna? What you got?
Honestly, I would say for us, like we talked yesterday, we got what's called household 6. That means that's the woman in the house. Of course, you have the husband, but household 6 is pretty much running the house. Not saying that she's letting God knows whatever happened, because the male, like how we talked about last podcast, he's like kind of like the president. He's running the house, he provides and stuff like that. And the woman is like more so a managing it, making sure stuff happen. He's good to go, the kids good to go, and stuff like that. If the house is, like I mentioned Monday, if the house is properly led, then the woman, she can submit and make sure the house is ran properly.
Okay. But now to get to the actual clip, do you think that with the woman running the household, do you agree with the premise that the woman is kind of like the man whisperer and that she's really in control and she needs to tell him, don't do that, don't go there? Do you agree with that part of it?
I think she's going to hold him accountable. Okay. And make sure he's handling the business accordingly. Now, how she said and how she do it, that may come off a little differently, but she's just gonna make sure you stay on his toes.
Okay. All right. Hold on, P. Give me a little bit of grace. We're gonna get to Brittany. We're gonna see what Brittany thought about the clip. Should women silently lead their men in relationships?
Okay, we
look at God.
Don't do her like that. Like, y'all,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go to management. My bad.
I'm about to say the devil was trying to win, but I ain't gonna let him because I'll call that person back. Because I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna call them back. But are we talking about the clip or the question? Because I was gonna do the clip.
You can do the clip.
Okay, the clip. I have a prime example again with me and my husband, ex-husband rather. We were just graduated college, and he wanted to get the hell from Elizabeth City.
Sorry, could you say that again?
So I was like,
look, your phone don't even agree with you. We need to start this story over, bro. Try again, bro.
It's my fault.
Look at God. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Yes, she wanted me to repeat that. So he wanted to get the hell out of Elizabeth City. Now he was working full time. I was part time there, but we was married, and I said, "Sure, let's." No matter of fact, we weren't even married yet. So I like, come on, let's go. Go to Greenville. This man now went from a full time job to a part time job. I'm working at CVS. I ain't get my full hours no more, and so now I have to pick up a second job. Okay, I followed him, letting him lead, and guess what? He ran us up on a snag, okay? He didn't pick up a second job or whatnot. He's sitting around there pouting, whatever, mad with the word. I don't know. But Brittany went, I'm like, I ain't gonna get put out. I went and picked up a second job. But guess what? When time was up, because I went and started part-time teaching, I found us a full-time job. And guess what? We moved our ass back to Burt T because Brittany said so, okay? So I let him lead. He led me. I ain't gonna say astray, but I won't please where we was at. And I said, we're going to Burt T. Now, when we left and went to Burt T, I became a full-time teacher there, and he got him a full-time teaching gig in another county. So not saying that he couldn't have, he just didn't make the right choice. And I'm saying, let me just jump in for us because we need to do better.
So in that situation, that's the same reason why you think, oh, the lady, which I feel like she's close to dating women based on how she was carrying, but that's why you think she was saying what she was saying, because it goes back to what we saying. You gotta allow a leader to fail. It's like your captain of your basketball team ain't gonna win every game for you. You know what I'm saying? But his job is to still lead. Everybody don't win.
Right, but in basketball, but the captain don't need to try to make all the shots either. He got other teammates.
I'm gonna keep it. No, but I'm gonna keep it tall though. I'm gonna keep it tall, man. Like first, I thought that lady was just trying to go viral, and she made our show. So congratulations to her. But I think that we are out of order as a people. Even those that believe in Christianity, this is not the order. The order has never been God, woman, man. Like this ain't even an order in a spiritual sense. Like, I think what happens is a lot of women, they'll bring their trauma and their fears and they'll project it in their relationships. So anytime that there's a hiccup by a man or a misstep, that it causes course correction. Now, granted, Brittany, I'm taking this off of you like I'm talking in a grander scheme. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to think, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a bigger problem, I think, that would happen.
Right.
And I don't know, like, this is like almost what came first, chicken or the egg, because the thing is it the trauma that the woman was going through prior to a man that allows them not to want to trust how we lead? Or is it that as men, we're not allowed the grace to even lead long enough to get the results? Because I'm going to tell you, I don't know nobody that get anything right the first time. Nobody does that. Like, that's unrealistic as hell, bro. Like, I think there has to be a balance somewhere in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do think that as a couple, however y'all gonna do it, and again, there might be people that agree with that girl in that clip. Do your thing, knock yourself out, find somebody to do it. But men that walk in a true masculine, that ain't gonna never rock. And I think that before you get to the point of failure, or you get like that far down, conversation should be had. Like, we humans, bro. But again, I do think that women have to trust their men for good or for bad, because you picked them.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
well, still, I still married him. I'm just gonna talk about just me, what I did, and
Yeah.
I let him lead. I let him, and I was like, I'm trying to think back. Like we had already dated 3 years prior to even moving to Greenville, so I gave him chances to fail and do all that. But at that point, I was like, we got to do something better. So yes, I did take the lead and like, let's go
Gotcha.
here, and it ended up panning out working because we both ended up having full-time jobs and all of that, where
Right.
we could provide for the family, and all of that.
I-
But I never made him feel bad about why the hell we had to come here. Like, look,
yeah.
we need to make this move.
I got a question for you though, Brittany. Did he agree
Yes.
with you when y'all decided to move it back? If you don't mind me asking, like, did he agree when you was like, yo, maybe we should try to go
Yeah.
back? Was he with it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I mean,
That's
like
fair.
I said, because what you're saying, give him a chance to wait or lead. I did. So with that year lease, and you only did a part time, won't like you were trying to find you another job or doing whatever. That was your
Right.
chance right there to lead. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, I need to do something for me and my son at this time. Like, we need to do something for us, and that's what it is. We
That's
gonna,
fair.
what I'm saying, go back home. I know I got resources there, and then once we get straight, and then we can
Pop back out.
go from there. There you go.
And that's fine what you saying, but the old girl, she wasn't even saying that. She was
Yeah,
saying
she was
the
tripping.
The girl in that
She the
video,
nigga.
she wasn't saying nothing.
Yeah.
She seemed like she dealt with nothing but beta niggas her whole life.
Facts.
Well, she could have. She could have.
That's
Facts.
all it seemed like. Because, man, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Wrong with that.
Said, bro, I got
No,
no words for that.
I had to think about where I was at, and I was about to say something that I know it's going to shut the lie down, so I had to think about it.
You good, trust me, bro. We was talking about penis sizes. Brittany was pulling out measuring sticks. Facebook didn't flag us. I think we all right.
God knows. See what you got.
Oh, what? So I can say what I want to say?
Yeah. Say it.
Management, Brittany. Management.
Yeah.
All right, so I ain't
Okay.
gonna say
Go
Sorry.
ahead. No, you good, bro.
Nah, I heard management. Sure, I can say it.
No, you good,
Yes.
buddy.
I don't know how this works.
You good.
Oh well, it seemed like the girl got a dick. She a tranny or something, because the way she was talking or he was talking seemed like it was a man. That's all it was. But
Maybe
trying to
you should have. Maybe we should have put that in the private chat first.
should have looked at the Adams apple. Oh my bad.
Mhm. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, bro.
My bad, bro.
I ain't
No,
know
you
where
good,
he was
brother.
going with it.
Yeah,
but
me
he
neither.
went
I
all
thought
the
he
way.
was.
I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that part.
I was expecting. I think
Okay.
he's gonna cuss or
See, that's
something.
why
Where's
I
my
asked you, can I
crows?
say what I want to say
That's
or
a
just
that's a
keep it professional?
Bro, you right, bro. She
that's one of those
definitely
get canceled
got testosterone
statements.
pills, bro.
What you said, bro?
I
I
get
said,
the
you right.
symbolism. I understand the
She definitely
symbolism.
popping
So
testosterone pills. She taking
Yeah.
testosterone or
Yeah.
something, bro. I don't know what's
I-
up with her.
Yeah, but that was
Well,
just
I ain't gonna say Mama doing all of that, but I feel like whatever her experience was in the past is what shaped and formed her to speak what she did in that clip. I don't, what I'm saying. I think that's what made her feel like, okay, they reckless at this, they do their own. Like, I think that was
so a bunch
also
of
off
so
her
a bunch of
single. Is
boys. So a
Yeah,
bunch of
that's her
boys.
experience.
A
That's
bunch
her
of boys
opinion.
shape shift her opinion.
Yeah.
Right, she giving traumatized advice.
So
And
that
that's
means
terrible advice.
so
Don't
that
give
means when a real man stepped to her, she looked at him like, I don't want you. But then she stepped when that boy stepped to her, she was with it. That don't make sense. What she saying don't make sense. What
Yeah.
she saying
So
don't make sense at all.
I'm gonna read through some of the threads. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Twiz. What you saying, Brody?
No, that's it. I was just confused off that video.
It seems like a lot of the people in the chat were as well. I'm gonna read some of these that I see on our live as well. So Kel said, does she have a man? Then he said, the new age man, male parts with feminine personalities. That is a
Thank
good
you.
point.
Thank you. I said that. I should have said it that way.
Yeah,
Right,
that was
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot more PG. I like that way better. Appreciate that, Kel. Nick Nash said, you just have been led improperly. I'm just saying. Kel said, this is why divorce rates are so high. Both parties want the same role. Kel said, y'all dating the wrong person. Not going to call him in. And he started laughing. Maisha said, the lady in the clip need to go heal and then try again. And submissions
Yes.
for both people. You know what I'm saying? She said the man provides and take care of his lady entirely so that she pours into the home and children. Absolutely. That is the divine order. Destiny said, men these days want the best of both worlds. Work all day, take care of the house and kids, nurture them, and all he has to do is work and pay bills. Ooh.
Say that one again. Read that one again.
I bet you do want me to read that one again, Brittany, and I will.
I'm just trying to get. Damn it! Don't even worry about it.
I love you. No. That was a good point because we can actually build on that. So what Destiny was saying was, men these days want the best of both worlds. Work all day, take care of the house and kids, nurture him, and all he has to do is work and pay bills. What do y'all
so the
think
first
about
part
that?
she's saying that's what the women is doing.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was trying to understand. I'm like, wait a minute now. Okay.
Yeah.
So my question is, what's wrong with that?
Ooh.
That's my question. What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
What's wrong with it?
Javonna. What's wrong with that?
Let me get context. Because I think I understand what she's trying to say. I think that what she's articulating is that sometimes as men, and I think she speaks to the biggest point, which is I don't think men and women understand what the other party goes through when they're not there, right? So in her mind, from her perspective, I'm taking care of the kids. I'm making sure the house is in order. I'm making sure you good when you get home. But all she saw was you walk out the door and come back. Now, the part that she don't see is I got to go to work. I got to fight through these promotions. I'm tired as hell. You know what I'm saying? We got it. When I get back, my kid might have got in trouble. So now I got to find a way to discipline him on my ride home. My homeboy hit me like, bro, what you got going on? He dumping his problems on me. My mama just might have asked me for $20. My homeboy is on some dumb shit. I'm trying to keep him from crashing out. And I'm walking through the door. And I think that as people, I think that it's the missing perspective that makes the biggest difference in how we look at each other. You feel me?
But what I'm hearing you say,
but I will say this though. I think that her point is very valid from her perspective. I'll give her that. But I think that the other side just ain't represented. But go ahead, Brittany. My bad.
All I'm gonna say is everything you just said is everything a woman goes through. We fight through promotions. We fight. I got a phone call too, just like you did, that Johnny fucked up at school. So that means you got to figure out how the hell we gonna deal with him. I mean, and somebody, it might not be my mama, asked for $20, might be my baby brother. I need you to send me something. I want to get these new Jordans that's about to come out. I don't know, but I'm just saying we deal with the same shit. So we all like. I mean, I will say what Andre said. What outside should say outside, but when you come home, it's like then you still want me to cook, you still want me to clean. You just gonna sit back, put your feet up, like damn, I'm tired. But you know what I'm saying. But we over here trying to do all of this. You know what I'm saying. You ain't saying, baby, how can I help you? You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't thinking about my stress. You ain't thinking about what my mental and everything. That's like I told you the other day. Like y'all have to come together. It's not just sit back, prop your feet up. Now, granted, I will cater to my man, but at the same time, we need to just be catered to just a little bit as well.
I'm gonna get y'all pushback, man, because y'all be playing.
I was just about to get pushback. That's crazy.
Can I add on?
Y'all be playing. Y'all be playing with fellas,
women
bro.
have to work and do everything. I think she's saying women also have to work too and take care of the house and the children.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, that's what Brittany said. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is, man.
And that's what Destiny was saying.
Right. So can I add on to Brittany's comment?
Sure, go ahead. What you got?
So,
please. Yes.
So everything that she said there. So remember the other day on Monday I talked about balance.
Yeah.
Because you can have like the man that's head of the house, and then you have the woman, but that's where that balance comes from. And that that day for her, she's tired. She extra tired. She don't feel like cooking, so that's her 40% day. That's the guy's 60%. If he don't feel like cooking, maybe he can go get some takeout or something. And that's why I said the balance changes. It's not more so how the house is in order. It's more so of the balance and energy and effort that's taken to maintain your house.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Javonna.
Solution to that.
Damn it. You better get solutions on this show. We better get them solutions out there.
Hey, Brittany, we'll
Just to remind y'all, y'all grandmamas voted for this. I just want to say that.
Our grandma voted for what now?
Oh God.
Y'all
going off the rails.
That's all I'm saying. Can't vote. You can't vote for 40 years ago. You vote 50 years ago. Y'all voted for to have the same thing a man got going on. You want to work. Y'all want to be in the same positions as us.
Now.
And then you still want to have a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Y'all vote. Your grandmamas voted for this, y'all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all wanted equal rights. They wanted equal rights.
If you read the full concept of equal opportunity, it falls on under men having the same exact rights or privileges or opportunities as men outside of the judicial system. Literally, you had the same thing we got outside of the law. That's why when a man breaks the law and a woman breaks the same law, it hurts the men more. But everything else, you were given the same opportunity for. Now, whether you get it or not, it is what it is. But they make it like you had the same opportunity.
I got a guess. Somebody want to say something.
Okay. Okay. I think I know his guest. I'll go ahead and welcome her to the stage because I know who this is. I'll let her cam up. But y'all welcome Destiny from the comments.
Hello.
I'm pretty sure this Destiny he finna bring on. I'm
It
almost
is.
positive. Yes, it
But
is.
what I'm saying is that women go to work all day
Uh-huh.
and then they come home, take care of the kids, and you go to work. Yeah, that's fine. All you do is pay bills. It's a difference.
Right.
When you're coming in here and you're washing clothes, you're cooking, you're cleaning, taking care of the kids, and paying bills, then that's something different. You share the responsibility. But men these days don't think that way. Oh, I go and I make money, so you're supposed to do everything. That's not how it works.
But she's making money too.
Home. Exactly. You're supposed to split these responsibilities. Your grandma was home all day being a homemaker while your granddaddy went out and paid bills. It's a difference. She was home all day.
And in them streets.
Being a homemaker. Yeah, and let's not even talk about them because they was rolling.
Right.
So they had 3 families.
Right.
They had to provide.
And having all them children.
Y'all love going back to that, boy.
All right. I'm gonna keep it real.
Man,
I think
and I'm referencing my
Let me mute my mic.
Destiny on what? I love Destiny.
Yeah, but
That's
I mean, I
my
get what Destiny is saying. So what? The only thing like I said, I'm gonna chime in. It's like if y'all have that communication.
Talking about me, you heard. She got mad at what Bina said. Yo, you like your grandparents. Parents wanted.
Hey, bro, they voted to go to work, bro. They voted to go to work. If
We
they
are
vote to go to work,
we are tougher than men though. We are tougher than men.
More
though.
jobs.
What?
We have better
We
opportunities,
tougher than
but they made it where our women really.
Stop
you got
the
a
cap.
black woman that's compete that position in that career because they voted for that. That's all I'm saying. They voted to go work. If that vote would have never happened, way more men to be employed, way more men to be way more financially stable.
we still gonna have sorry men. We still gonna have sorry
You won't have
men.
to worry
We're
about
gonna be
going to work.
Listen, sorry men has always
what we need to
existed
reach
on the face of the earth. That's not happening. Like, yeah, sorry ass men
It
will
always
always be
existed.
here.
Always.
Like Nikki G made a point. He said, I cook more in the home. Andre Boyd said, there goes CJ with that HD 1080p ass camera again. Shout out to your camera. Kel made a good point.
It's a little ring in the back.
It said it definitely
But it's
is
a ring.
job.
Okay.
But what if they're not doing that job because they're saying it's too much or they need help? I think that to speak to Brittany's point, right? This is where communication is key. I think Javon has really answered it and articulated it very well earlier. That might be her 40% day, but guess what, ladies? When we walk in the house, we're not mind readers, right? But guess what? Now, this is the caveat and the difference. When a man comes to the door, I can't bring none of that stress in here at all because I have to step in the frame. I gotta provide structure for you and these kids. So I don't think men mind picking up the load, but it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Are you asking or are you telling? Right? So when I come in the house, are you saying, I got these kids, da 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 da? When your man come in, and again, let's start there. It starts at the door. Men and women, it starts at the door. So, ladies, if you beat your man home, and like you said, you got a rough day, and you've been with the kids, and your man's coming home, let's start with the greeting. Hey, baby, how you doing? How's your day? Good. How was yours? I was straight. I got to get to this, that, the third. It was a little tight. You mind helping me with whoop, whoop, whoop? And guess what the man gonna do? He gonna straighten the fuck up where you want me to put that laundry. You want me to go help put the rice on first? You want me to boil the water? We jump right in. So we got to stop painting this narrative like dudes don't be willing to meet y'all. I don't know what type of niggas y'all be with, but we step right
Some
the fuck
of 'em.
in. Most men are
Ain't
just as good
nobody
as much
believing
house
that
makers as
shit.
women. Y'all are cap, bro. Y'all
It's
are
true.
capping,
It's
bro.
true.
Yeah,
It's right,
they
bro.
capping. They capping. Listen,
It's like the
Y'all
women
fucking
supposed to
capping,
do
bro.
everything. Like I just think that, like my ex used to say, you don't act like my grandma, because my grandma, she washed our clothes, she cooked, she cleaned, she took care of the kids. Me ain't supposed to work. Who the fuck said that? If I'm working too,
Yo,
no.
I just
I
think,
ain't gonna lie. My
yo,
grandma said the
Man,
same
some of
thing. My
these,
grandma be like,
some of
I ain't trying
these,
to hear that shit.
some of these
My grandma
women
say
do
she ain't
all
trying to
this
hear that.
complaining about doing because they work, cook, clean, and all this other stuff. Look, whether you single, whether you're in a relationship, you're gonna do those things regardless.
yeah.
Like, stop complaining. That is
Holy
wild.
shit.
That's
CJ went there.
wild. You mad that you cooking? You mad that you cleaning some laundry? You're mad? You want
Holy
What if we
if you that
tired?
upset, if you working so hard, you working all these hours, get you a butler, get you a maid if you don't
Need
want to cook and
one.
clean.
I need
They
one.
got a thing
Bino, you
called
trying to be
Blue
my butler?
Apron. They give you prep meals. Get you that. Go get you
Baby,
hot pockets. Like God, like what is you complaining about something you gonna have to do whether you single or in a relationship, regardless.
Holy
Definitely
shit.
gonna have to do it.
That
You
was a
gonna have to
point.
do it regardless.
That was a
Stop.
point. That's a
Stop.
bar.
It's gonna
So you
happen
think we got to
regardless.
do that every single day? You think we got to do that
Cool.
every single
Hey,
day?
when I was with my daughter's mom, we both did everything every day. It didn't matter. Whoever got to it first, you just did it. It didn't matter.
But then,
When I was in
see
my
what you
last
just said.
relationship,
Whoever got to it first, it
and in
won't
my
all
last
on the
relationship,
motherfucking woman. Okay?
Brittany, go from 10 to 2. When I was with my last relationship,
I mean,
she had 2 kids, and I got my daughter. We was cool, we was tight, and if she did something, I was like, cool. If I did something, cool. It wasn't like, no, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Well, I do everything. Nobody's complaining.
but
If it's
what
there,
you're
just
saying
do
is
it. That's
completely opposite of
wild.
what they're saying. What they're saying is
What
you
they're
actually
doing
help.
is complaining. That's what they're doing.
No,
Complaining.
He
Stop
said
complaining.
complaining.
Stop crying. Stop having a fit about being an adult. If you don't want to be an adult,
Holy shit.
don't have kids. If you don't want to be an adult, play stupid, get sent to a retarded asylum for crazy folks. They will take care of you forever. If you don't want to be an adult, I don't know what to tell you. Stop complaining.
But
The
who
list
went?
ain't
Who
going
went
nowhere.
to 2 to 10 right now? Okay, what I'm trying to tell you, CJ, is what these women are saying that some people deal with is men that don't even say, "I got to it first. I done this first." That's what they're trying to get you to see and hear if you will comprehend and listen to what they're saying. They're not all complaining about they don't mind doing it. It's just that can we get some help? Is what they're saying.
Okay.
You
So
didn't mind helping, CJ, because you didn't mind helping. Well,
right,
what
yo.
CJ is saying is a fake narrative. Then, if that's the case.
Okay.
No, it ain't because I lived it. It ain't fake if I lived it.
Oh shit. Okay. So
No, Bino, you cook clean every day.
Who? I ain't met a woman to this day. Every woman I ever dated cannot cook better than me. That's a fact. As far as cleaning is a natural thing. Either you can do it or you can't. That's just crazy. If you don't know how to sweep or clean, that's just retarded. But as far as cooking, every woman I've ever dated, I can cook better than. Why? Because I had a mother and a father that taught me how to cook.
Holy
Cleaning
shit.
is simple.
He's going there.
As far as my
Bro,
kid,
I'm about to say you don't need a mom and a father to know how to cook, but okay.
That's crazy. You need kids to know how to cook. That's some of you women down here that don't know how to cook. I'm not saying the people up here don't know how, but there's women out here I've met that don't know how to cook.
But you should say because you had a mother and a father, so I know how to cook.
Jazz says she don't know how to cook.
Yo.
But
CJ
what I'm
So
saying
she gotta
is,
get her a man that's freaking Gordon Ramsay then, because she don't know how to cook, or she got a gold membership for DoorDash. So guess what? There's a way around it. So stop complaining, bro.
Holy
There's a way around
shit.
it. Chad said she got
We
what?
outta
She got kids, right? Guess what? She's still making it, right? Even though she don't know how to cook, she got kids. She's doing just fine. Come on now. All that complaining.
I do.
I hate that. I gotta cook, clean, work, soap. You're an adult. Be an adult. Like,
holy shit.
I got bills too. I got a kid. I gotta feed too. So
Holy shit.
We're gonna
look at adults complaining.
He said adults complaining. Yo.
That's wild. That's wild to me. Like,
yo.
I'm trying to be serious. I was like over here, my whole little world. I'm gonna watch my daughter play Minecraft, man. But then they keep complaining. Men don't know how to lead. Do women know how to lead? There's so many single mothers that are not good mothers. They only got their kids because the justice system is going to give the kids to the mother primarily in most states. Hell, in the state of California, when a man has a child with a woman and he is not married, he is not considered a biological father, even though his name's on a birth certificate. He's considered a father figure in the state of California. That's wild. There's states that do that. Hawaii does it, California does it, Alaska does it, and New York does it. If you are not married when that baby is born, you are not considered a father. You're considered a father figure. That's right. That's wild. So that means if y'all break up, instantly the kids go to the mother, no matter what. And I wish a man would take his kids and say, I'm gonna leave with my kids. If she calls the cops, guess who's about to come get you? The cops. But if the mother leaves with the kids and you call the cops, they're gonna laugh at you on that phone, boy. They're gonna say, oh, do you got full custody? You got legal papers? No, bro. So stop complaining.
Holy shit.
Again, I don't think it's complaining. Like I said, you made it very clear. Can I tell them, CJ, please shut your mouth? What I'm saying is the girl isn't complaining. Based on what you said would be the ideal relationship that all of us would want. You got there first, you did it. She got there first, she did it. You picked up here where she might be slacking. That's what it sounded like from your relationship with the woman that had, you said you had 2 kids prior to y'all having your own. So that is the ideal relationship that all of us would love to have, but that's not how it always goes. So that's why at the time with work and everything else going on, you can get overwhelmed. That's what is not complaining. It's you just saying, I'm just overwhelmed a little bit right now, and I need my man to step in just to help me out.
Okay. In a perfect world.
There you go.
Go ahead, CJ. I'm sorry. Get your shit off,
you
bro.
got it.
Go
in
on.
a perfect world. In a perfect world. I'm done. I'm done.
That sounds like a parallel universe or something.
Holy shit.
She said she can say all she wants. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say the same thing, bro. Stop complaining. At the end of the day, we all adults. Be an adult. Just stop. Just don't have kids. Don't date. Like you're gonna go through trials and tribulations. I need help. Okay, so do I. Like, just stop complaining. Do the job. Dang.
Holy shit. I'm gonna try to get this together. Let me gather myself. Okay.
All right, y'all.
So
let's recoup.
Baby, you don't let them kill you like that.
Yeah. Traction.
Yeah. Here we go. So Brittany, in a perfect world, right?
Perfect world. Okay.
How would that situation go? You're overwhelmed. You got off work. You come home. There's still some things to do. The man comes in. Walk me through what it looks like when the man comes to the door. What do you do? What do you say, if anything?
The perfect world.
Yep.
I mean, you would let them know, say, hey, look, the kids need to start their homework or they need baths. Can you at least get them going there? I'm going to finish up dinner if that's what I'm doing. Or maybe I'm already there and I'm helping with kids, haven't had a chance to start dinner. I'll text them, hey, babe, can you grab a pizza when you come in? Like, that would be the perfect world where you have that communication where that way you don't have to worry about the stress of cooking because you are doing this, or vice versa, having to get the kids and everything else.
I like that. See, I told y'all, listen, man, we SPS here. We about solutions too. Damn it.
Yeah, that's a good. All right, so look, I like what you said, Brittany, but what if? No, I'm gonna write that question down. That's for next time. Keep going, bro. My bad.
Okay, I got you. Hey, Jazz, in a perfect world, Jazz, you doing your thing. You got off work. You getting the kids together. You know what I'm saying? You're a little overwhelmed. Your man walks through the door. What happens next?
I'm gonna be already sitting down. I'm gonna stop and get some damn from somewhere. I'm gonna run that bath water and put all 4 of them into the same time.
That part.
I'm getting them out. I'm gonna already have that done. Them kids gonna be already fed, sitting down watching TV, and I'm gonna be already have my bath taken in. When my man gets home, I'm gonna let him know that I'm overwhelmed. Are you okay today? Is there anything I need to do for you? Is you fine?
Fire.
Okay, well, let's lay down and watch a movie because I'm about to go to sleep.
I like
Now,
that.
Jasmine, I
I
ain't
like
believe
that.
you doing that now. I ain't believe you doing
No,
that.
I believe her. I believe her. I believe her.
Takeout, baby. Stop and get
I
takeout.
believe
I
her.
put all them kids in the tub. Get in
She
there.
said, "Put them in together." Fuck it though. Y'all ain't finna stress me out.
Get in there.
5 for 1. You feel me?
And that's it. Feed them kids and take their bath, and we're going to bed. When that man get home, I understand he's probably tired too. I'm not gonna say he's not tired, but you know, in the
Tyrell
perfect world,
got something to say about that.
He said he ain't getting no ass.
No. Sorry.
She said no.
Something you get our interaction, baby.
I think you're right, Fat Boy Kev. We definitely need this convo, man. We're gonna push through this shit. So, moral of the story. First, we're gonna thank Destiny for the impromptu scenario. Shout out to Destiny, man. I think the key to this, absolutely, man. I think Giovanna hit it on the head. That's 60-40, man. You got to pick and choose your days, yo. Like, if you on 40, just let somebody know. I think
that's it.
Women,
That's it.
yeah, like just let a real one know. And I know. You say what?
We don't open our mouth a lot, and then we walk around with attitudes and thinking that God's supposed to read. That's just honest, because I do it a lot.
That part, ladies.
That's not healthy.
CJ.
Yeah, ladies.
Because
listen.
I ain't no mind reader, I don't try to pretend I know what's going on. Nah, especially if everything look good. Nah, I ain't. Nope.
Now again, ladies, this is the caveat. You do have CJs in the world. He gonna tell you to act like a fucking adult, bro. Put on your big girl pants.
For real.
Right?
Stop.
Yeah, for real.
That's a solution. That's a solution.
It gotta
But
get
I
done.
think that ladies, y'all have to lean on your men more. I think this goes back to fear and trust. The fact that most women operate in fear and they lack trust, that a lot of these things that you could get help for, you're not, because you're not asking. You are not asking. Men, we're very direct, we're very simple.
Yeah.
Women, y'all like to complicate us because you all think we operate on the same frequency y'all do. Y'all can juggle a million things and incubate shit and spin a million tables. Men are very simple. You ask, we help. If we can't, guess what? We'll tell you that too. You feel me? But I think that we have to lean on each other in the right ways. You know what I'm saying? And play to your strengths, bro. Like,
yeah. And then if you got what we ask and we tell and they don't do nothing, you gotta let them go.
Which one?
Yeah, because I don't know what men.
I think Destiny coming
I don't know
back.
what women.
They said
I
go
don't know
to the
what
comments
women.
on Facebook.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the comments on Facebook. Yeah, they must be going off.
Name a time, ladies, that y'all asked y'all man for help in that shape, form, or fashion that we speaking of, and they didn't help. Name a time.
And they did me.
And they didn't, and they ignored you asking for their help. Name a time that y'all dealt with a man that you know genuinely loved you, and y'all asked like, I'm beat today. Can you do this?
I don't think it's more so ignored. It's just y'all urgency isn't the same as ours. There's been times I'm like, hey, can you clean up the kitchen? I'll make sure everything is straight before I get there so I can just cook. And then don't start moving until they hear the garage door open. Then you want to get up with a broom or a dishcloth, like you trying to get your life together where you had all day because you was off. Like you was off.
I give you that. You right.
I was about to
give you
say,
that.
I give her that.
Peaches, I give you that. You absolutely right. But he didn't say no, though. That was the question.
Yeah.
He didn't.
I can't even.
Did you ain't do it?
He didn't say no, but she got there and it won't done.
But he's getting it done. She get the watch.
Getting it done.
I can't even honestly say that it wasn't a time. He probably be like, man, but he don't never say no though. If I ask him.
Exactly.
All right, yo. I'm gonna tell you what it is too. When you ask someone to do something, then clearly you have to be at the mercy of the person you're asking for help from. Because clearly, if you could do it yourself, right? And I think that outside of our relationships, y'all go into the world, you go to a restaurant, you ask for a steak, that shit takes 5 hours. You're gonna sit there, you might complain a little bit, but you move around accordingly. I don't agree with a man procrastinating, right? I don't think that's right, Giovanna. So I'm gonna acknowledge that. I received what you said. I received that. But at the same time, you have to give grace that you do need help. And part of that is knowing that I have to relinquish my time to allow you to do it. You feel me? It ain't on my time no more, because it was on my time, I'd have did it myself. I think it happens the same way in reverse, in my opinion. But that is a good point. Fellas, don't procrastinate. When your lady asks you to do something, just do that shit, bro. Like, let's not make this complicated. So I'm gonna get these Facebook comments because my co-host Destiny has told me to go and read my Facebook comments. So that's what I'm gonna do. On my Facebook, Terry said, I feel like guys don't go as hard on an ain't shit chick than women on an ain't shit dude. Like bro said earlier, it's always tit for tat. Nikki G said facts. Kel said men like to eat. Destiny said complaining. Whew.
Thank God.
Terry said gold membership. Nikki G said she ain't gonna do it with a nigga in the crib, but gonna do it without one. Andre Boyd, CJ the motherfucking goat. Kel said facts.
No, it's not. But go ahead, carry on.
Be emotional somewhere else, Brittany.
That's your. I said that's it. That's,
let me be the goat.
No, I said that's it. Your opinion, but carry on.
Kel said, Nick said they felt lazy when the man in the house. LOL. Nick,
well, we ain't listening to Nick.
Nick Nass said,
what?
Nick Nass said, if she can't cook, she don't count. Sorry, can't cool though. That's woman's criteria, 1-on-1. Andre Boyd said, no ma'am, that ain't ideal up in here. Ain't splitting no roles.
Can you repeat that again?
Which one? The Andre Boyd?
What about cooking?
I'm gonna try to figure out what my boy Nick Nass is saying. I think he was typing fast. He said, if she can't cook, she don't count. Sorry.
No, he said it right. He said it.
Nah, he said it. He said what he said.
Baby, don't
he said what he said.
You're gonna get full. You're gonna get pleased.
She said, regardless, you don't get fed. What's the problem?
What Cardi B said? I don't cook, I don't clean. Let me tell you, I got this ring.
She lied. She lied.
I'm just talking about what Jasmine is just saying.
I clean though.
And they lied. I love Cardi lied.
I'm gonna get to these comments, y'all. I promise. Y'all.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Get to the comments.
Maisha said it's not complaining. It's called maintaining a household and working together for the good of the household.
Thank
Folk
you,
that think
Maisha.
Otherwise are emotionally
I said what I said,
Maisha. Destiny said, does he have a mate? I think that was for you, CJ.
What?
She said, does he have a mate? That's what Destiny said. And then Maisha said, probably not.
Are you single, CJ?
So,
I want to know. Yeah. Are you?
Said what?
Show your top.
She said, are you in a relationship? Do you have a mate? Mate?
Oh, I'm single. I'm single.
Okay. Clearly. Okay, come on. Keep going with these comments.
CJ gets the commentator award today.
Let me.
Huh? CJ gets the commentator award today. Destiny said, emotionally immature seems correct. Dre said, y'all ain't gonna be bashing CJ in these comments.
We got your back, my boy.
Jasmine, Nikki G said, Jazz, what's up?
First off, I'll let you finish the comments.
It's a lot. It was a lot, yo. Cas been going in. Nikki G said, Jasmine, what's the sauce? Is even now. I told you. I ain't quite get that. Maisha, hold on, I'm gonna keep scrolling down. Because
dang, boy, them comments must have been real.
Nah, for real. Like, I'll get back to the rest of them, y'all. Yeah, y'all wildin'. I'm gonna go back to my comments that I asked me. Yeah, I'm gonna post them in the group chat. I gotta actually catch up on the comments that we are posting. So just to let y'all know for context, what's happening is me and Bino both are live. And so I'm getting comments from my end, and he has live comments that are popping up. So I do want to give love to our other watchers on the other page. So y'all bear with me, panelists. I appreciate y'all patience, right? So
yeah, go ahead.
Shanita said, it's definitely not going to be perfect every day. We all have our days.
Yeah, true.
Rail said,
Shonda, thanks for tapping in.
Yeah, you ask, we deliver. Rail said again, as long as it gets done, what's the problem?
Yeah.
Capo. Most of the time, women ask when they're past the point of being mad. Therefore, it comes off wrong. That is an excellent point.
Yeah.
That's true.
They say
I mean, we
something.
all
They say
can.
something with the build up that happened.
Yep.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
We done on the house one. You ought to get the hang of it.
Avery said, I need to be in this podcast.
Well, look.
Absolutely. We're going to be dropping links. But she said she going to bed, so how is he pleased? They want clarity. He was Russ trying to get some ass. Y'all playing. Y'all be playing, bro.
We need that ass at the work.
Holy shit. Okay. Thank you, panelists. I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, we growing as a show. We fly, we building it as we fly, man. We gonna get through it all. Y'all good? Y'all still with me?
At the end of the day, stop complaining about being an adult. Straight up. I don't care about they talking about emotional, disturbed or whatever. I am calm, cool, collected. If you see me in person, you know I am a chill individual. But at the end of the day, I meant that. Stop complaining about being an adult. That's just simple.
You need a t-shirt, bro.
Bro, I do. Like I can see if you complain about a man cheating on you, you're stupid if you stayed with him. If you want to complain about a woman that can't cook, Jazz already proved that she doing just fine. At the end of the day, stop complaining about being an adult, bro. Like, that's stupid. Ain't nothing gonna change.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey, Brittany, I swear to God, Brittany, you too quiet, bro. You came at me for a simple comment, and you let CJ go off.
He's not worth my energy. He's not worth my energy.
What it is Brittany think her energy holds power. It does not. It don't, man.
It might not hold on with you, baby. It might not hold on with you. And guess what? I'm not trying to change yours. What you said from the beginning.
Being adult.
Like I said, what you said at the beginning, it just clarified what Giovanna was saying. If whoever get to it first, you do it. She got there first. She did it. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like you were saying.
I can agree on, but these folks complaining about, I need this, I need a break. No, shut up. Stop. Just be an adult. Whatever you doing, whatever you complain about as a single person, you're gonna do in a relationship. It don't matter. Just stop complaining.
Okay, we gonna get to the next video.
Hey, stop.
We gonna go to the next video. CJ, I need you to report to management after the show.
That's why I keep muting myself. I'm trying to watch TV at this point.
We gonna get you to come to management, bro. All right. So what we gonna do is we're gonna get into a video about leadership, and we've been talking about it all night. The hierarchy of the household. So we're gonna play this clip. Y'all know what to do. Let's get into it. Oh, when we come back, I'm gonna start with Wardy. Then we're gonna go to Giovanna, P, and then Jazz. Cool. Then Brittany. All right.
I know you to be difficult because you are combative for no reason. You sit in the passenger seat and you constantly reach for the steering wheel, even in situations to where I'm not putting the car or us at risk, just because it's your natural instinct to be superwoman, as you've seen your mother grow up to be. Mm-hmm. And that's what I mean by being destructive to the relationship, because there's only so many times I'm going to let you reach for my steering wheel before I just park the car, get the fuck out, and catch Uber to somewhere else.
Just give me a fucking guideline, a fucking roadmap or something to calm me down. You're making me fucking have anxiety because I'm used to having to manage my own life. It's hard for me as a woman that has had no choice but to lead myself to just be like, okay, I'm just gonna ride in this passenger seat. Hold on, nigga, where are you going? Because you didn't tell me where we going. All we ask for as women is just give me a little roadmap.
Okay. Shout out to Cruise season.
Shout out to Cruise season.
They is fire. Get to that podcast. They is dope.
Tap in. Nah, for real. Cruise season is dope.
They
absolutely. So, Roy, what you got?
I mean, I think
Can I interject? Can I just get my little 2 cents? I'm about to go. I gotta go cook. I gotta go cook dinner. I gotta start cooking dinner. All I'm gonna say is, I think from her perspective, she wants some guidance of being told versus, like you were saying before, some men just like to lead. They get that silent, like, just follow me and just trust that I'm going to go in the right direction, where it sounds like from what I was gathering from her, she needs that reassurance. So again, I think in that type of situation, you need to talk with your woman, or y'all had a conversation. Listen, trust me, I got you. I'm not gonna lead you astray if y'all that deep in a relationship. But if not, say, look, we doing this, this, this. It's not so much of asking her. It's just like you were saying before. Tell me in a statement. You know what I'm saying? So I think it works the same way with that.
I like
That's
that.
my
I like
2
that, Brittany.
cents. I love y'all. I
For
did what you,
sure.
CJ, in the back chat. Okay,
Anyway,
baby.
emotional.
Yeah. Okay,
I need
whatever.
a plate.
I did what you did.
I need a
Emotional
plate.
damage.
I need a plate.
Yeah. I got
Management.
you. I got
Send a
you.
plate to
Yes.
management. I'm not management. I'm sorry. All right, Brittany.
All right.
All right.
All right, Woody, what you got for me, Brody?
I mean, I think it goes back to, like I say, communication. Because in that sense, there, what I just heard, I don't feel like either person was in the wrong for feeling like they was feeling. You feel me? Like, you know, I think it was just a simple like communication. You know what I'm saying? That would have fixed all of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's real. Giovanna, what you got on it?
So I mean, in that perspective, I agree with Worthy there. I know they say women kind of mature faster than men. Believe it or not, that's the thing that's
7
just out
years.
there. So,
Yep.
but I would say just even for myself, like I know I matured way earlier. It's just the different things I've already been through in life. So, but it's communication. So I have to agree with him.
That's real. Who are we going to next? Was it Jazz and then P, or was it P and then Jazz?
Nah, it was me.
All right, what you got,
I
Brody?
feel like the man was just basically saying like he wants solid questions. He wants solid questions so he could answer. And I ain't gonna lie, the way the female was crying, she just wanted. I don't know if she want that, but I'm gonna say I took from that take that she just want security. She wanna know if she's secured. That's it. Everything else don't matter. She just wants security. That's it. That's what I took from that tape.
That's real. What you got for me, Jazz?
Yeah, I agree with the lady. Like me now, I do everything, bills, everything. So I'm not gonna let no man come in my household and be like, all right, you just stop working, stop doing everything, and let me take. No, you got to show me that you can lead first. Like, and then when you show me that you can lead, then I can fall back.
Okay.
I got something else.
What you got, Giovanna?
So I would say kind of, now that I think about it, it's kind of like within the work situation that I have now. Like, you want me to rock with you and your team, and you want to lead this team, but you want to keep me included in the stuff that I need to know to make sure we good. So how am I supposed to know when something's being dropped if I don't even know the overall plan? So I think the majority of the time, it's not the fact that most women need like an input. It's just keep me informed.
Security. That's security.
Yeah. What you got, Bino?
I just want to say, like, I guess we are talking on our personal perspectives, because it's like I went through experiences. Like, I'm one of them guys that she spoke of, like, that's going to let you know what's going on, that's going to communicate them things. But the question of doubt upsets me, not upsets me, but annoys me, right? So I don't know what people did with different people. You know what I'm saying? People did with what she said, like a dude just want to go ahead and just take you on a journey without you knowing where the hell you're going. But then you deal with females where because like I dealt with females, I experienced a lot in life, not trying to flex or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So my vision is big. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot, so it makes your vision bigger. You know what I'm saying? So when I know you don't know as much as I know, don't give me 100 questions of doubt because you've been in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did this, I've been there, I've done this. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you how this is going to go. So it depends on the person and what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because like Jazz said, she pay all the bills and all blah, 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 blah. Not trying to say blah, 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 but you know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time, so she got to wait for a man. But you might pay all your bills, but I don't pay bills in 5 different states. You feel what I'm saying? So therefore, if I'm telling you like we need to do this, I understand you pay your own bills. To go back to CJ said, you're an adult. You're supposed to pay all your bills. But this is deeper than something. You know what I'm saying? This is something that we need. We trying to be bigger than just paying our bills. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm driving that car and I tell you this, once I explain it to you, just wait till that process happen. Don't give me 100 doubtful questions. You know what I'm saying? Because that's annoying.
Yeah.
But that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I say. Just because you haven't experienced the same. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. That's a standstill, huh?
I know. So I would say, so you want to comment back for that? So for me, I would say for me,
I'm done. That's my closing statement. That's my closing statement. Yeah.
I think.
So I would say for me, I was just like, if I don't have, it's something I don't have an experience in, I'm gonna go do the research for it. But if it's something where I know that you did multiple times, now you take the lead and we'll land there.
I think that when it comes to the clip and just in general, I think that the common misconception, it just keeps coming. It's gonna keep playing over and over and all these things. It's fucking communication, bro. Like there has to be a transitional period, because you're going from being two single people to two people together. It's gonna take time for it to all the way acquiesce, but you do it piece by piece, right? Y'all act like this shit has to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all still learning each other. You're trying to figure it out. I think that as people, we need to slow the fuck down. All of us, we move too quick. We jump to conclusions too quick. Like we're quick to anger. We're quick to everything but a solution. I think the answer is to slow the fuck down. You feel me? Because I think that the anxiety we get from women is because as men, we moving so fast because we know where we trying to go and we beeline in there. And she like, whoa, where you going? And her anxiety comes from the fact that, like you said, you just ain't pause for a second. Yo, shorty, we finna do it this way. She'd have sat right back and be like, all right, well, cool. I just wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? And I think that on the other way around, like you said, just slowing yourself down will solve a lot of this shit. I think that we allow the emotions, and maybe it's the love that we have for each other, whatever, to overcloud us just slowing the fuck down. Because if everybody would just breathe in most of these situations, we be good. You feel me? Because we both out our body. I'm out my body trying to lead you like, yo, I got you. Hold on. Come on. I got you, shorty. You out your body like, whoa, where the fuck are we going? And yo, let's just chill. You feel me? Let's pull the car over. All right. You good? All right, let's go. You feel me? So I think that just slowing it all down a little bit in these relationships, everybody watching, please take that advice. Slow it down. You'll figure it out. But we be on 10. We be on tilt with each other, yo.
Man, that's a fact. That sound like solidarity and security.
That part.
That's
that
it.
part.
Males are looking for solidarity, and females is looking for security. Same difference, though. At the end of the day, we just looking for what we want, and like they looking for what they want.
I like that. I like that a lot, bro. Let's see. I think I might have one more clip for y'all. Yeah, this is a bad clip. Actually, I got a few more clips. We'll see how long y'all want to stay on. My phone got enough battery. I think we might be good tonight. We gonna slide through it. You feel me? We ain't gonna have no.
We be trying to push it to that last percentage.
Yeah, I be trying to get to like 1% before I turn this bitch off. You know, I love talking to y'all, man. Y'all my family, bro. I promise. So this next clip is a little different take, but fellas, like we talked about leadership, right? So now we're gonna delve into what happens when men freeze. To give context, I think that most people respond in 3 ways when a situation happens: fight, flight, and freeze. And what we're going to speak to on this clip is what happens when a man freezes, meaning you ain't really making no form of motion with your old lady and you just kind of stringing her. So this is what I think this dude talking about, but we're going to get into it.
Men hold on to women they don't want a relationship with because they are selfish, period. Because he knows what she brings to the table, so she's emotionally invested. So he plays games with her so no one else can have her. Men like this stay so they can milk you for everything that you have, or until they find someone to replace you. And to me, you can't get more selfish than that. I done seen some loyal, good women destroy themselves because they can't let go of a man that continues to take from them. Eventually, he's going to take the most important piece, your spirit. He's going to drain you of the flourishing woman that you are, and you won't have anything left to give. So he's gone because he doesn't have anything left to take.
First off,
he's a Derrick Jackson replacement.
Wait a minute, CJ. Before you even go there, on behalf of the Light Skin Coalition, we do not claim this motherfucker. He is not in the Light Skin Coalition.
You watch his other stuff. He's another Derrick Jackson ass nigga.
At the last Light Skin meeting, I don't know where he came from.
And he's doing the same thing Derrick Jackson did. And what did Derrick Jackson do at the end of the day? Cheat on his own wife, who was a solid woman. No, he's not. He's another Derrick. Go look him up. He's cheating on his women too. Look at him. He's another Derrick Jackson. You gonna do like
would never do.
Another.
A man would never do what he did.
Stop it.
A male, somebody that was born in there with a penis. No, listen.
A male individual. Yeah.
A male individual. He's not speaking. A
male individual.
The definition of would never.
I get what y'all saying, but guys have done that.
Yeah, we're not saying they haven't. I know. I got a homegirl who's like, she makes a lot of money with the job she do, and she's doing it, and she's under the age of 30, and she's doing great financially. And at one point, she was rocking with this dude that was basically a leech for a hot minute, and me and some of her friends was telling her, leave him alone, cut him off, and she never did for a while until she finally decided to cut him off. But it took a minute to do it. He was eating her alive, putting her in debt and everything, ruining her financially when she was already big pockets at that time. Some women fall for that. It's sad, but it's true. But he was a. If you meet that guy, he was a simp. He was garbage. Like he was just not that guy. So it is what it is. That women's intuition didn't work.
Giovanna, what you got on it?
That evil laugh.
It's the laugh for me, bro.
No, because you kind of made me reflect that before all this growth.
Oh shit! Let's get to
it. Honestly, it happens. It's sad, and I can't even speak on that situation.
You been there?
No, that's that ain't me.
Oh,
okay. For that, I seen it where the guy pretty much, like you said, drained the girl or drained the female out for everything she had. And honestly, sometimes I don't think for that it wasn't even really for money that he was actually going after. It was just more so a power over her and stuff like that. And then some females, they gotta realize, I guess certain different stages or whatever. Because I seen it on the female side where she attached to the penis. Like this you think this is the best penis out here, and you hung onto this man, and he just stringing you along. So you giving him the best, but everybody else, the world, see that he's just dragging you and leading you out. He's with this one, he's with that one. So I think that from both sides is sad. Some women catch on to it at an early on, and then especially when the guy come back and go right back and get another female he had string along pregnant. So it's sad.
That's a bar. That's a bar. Anybody else?
I think the same reason why. Y'all go ahead. I got my son. He's bothering me. Y'all go ahead.
Okay. Woody, what you got, Brody?
Man, I don't know. That seemed like a ploy. You know what I'm saying, or something. Like I don't agree with that at all. I think that if a man, some men do that. I ain't gonna stunt, try to admit it, but I think a man, a man though, they don't be trying to waste time like that. Like to me, that sounds like a waste of time. So, nah, I don't agree.
Shonda said some real shit, y'all.
Shonda said, man, some women don't care how man is treating them as long as the next female can't have them. Holy shit, that's a bar.
That's their fault.
Right, see, that's
their fault. Because you're with a man long enough to string you, Jazz, if you can't say that's their fault because you ever dealt with a man long enough to strain you of anything, a lot of females are products of that, and for that exact reason. For that exact reason, a lot of females do that. It don't even be not you particularly. I'm just saying, particularly, but if a female gets cheated on multiple times, you fall into that category. If you ever went broke in your account because of a man, you fall in that category. You know what I'm saying? You fall into that category.
Oh shit, Bino's
Because
cooking.
what's the reason why you
And that's what the man was after the whole damn time. It was like a man locks on to what they target. So if I'm after your bank account, that's what I'm gonna get. If I'm after some pussy, that's what I'm gonna get. If I'm after, my bad for pussy. But if I'm after what I'm after,
We said worse. We have said worse.
That's it.
You said
I'm
worse.
get that as a man. You said,
But I appreciate you though. Love, bro.
My bad, bro.
You good? Nah, love, bro.
So, Bino, you feel if a woman has been cheated on, and she falls in the category, right? You said that, right?
You fall into that category. So what's the reason why she said so another woman? Most men don't care how a man is treating them, as long as another woman can't have them. So give me a legit reason of why a woman will allow a man to cheat on her multiple times and still be with her.
So you answer that question. Why she stay with you?
That's what I'm asking. Why did she stay with the man that has been cheating on her multiple times? What's the legit reason? I can say that's because she don't want nobody else to really have him.
That's what you have. You ever been?
Not because she's getting treated well.
Have you ever been in this situation?
Go ahead.
Have you ever
that
been
a woman
in
cheated
that
on?
situation?
Yes.
You cheated on a woman and she stayed.
Yeah.
So you think she should have left right then and there?
Absolutely. I gave her opportunities to leave.
Fucks with Bino. He was straight up with that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a bar. We're gonna get
That's
some
real.
of these.
My man said I cheated on her. She stayed. She's stupid.
You know, since she didn't leave you immediately, what did that make you feel like? You know what I'm saying? Like internally.
It allowed me to keep doing it.
Have you ever got cheated on the stage?
That nigga stupid.
No.
That nigga wild.
Not me.
What about you, Bino? Have you ever got cheated on the stage?
Say it again.
Have you ever got cheated on in the stage?
I cheated because I was cheating too.
Why?
All right, well,
That man said, yeah, I stayed because I was doing it too.
Holy shit.
I mean, that's old me. That's the old me. That's the old me. That's in my 20s. You know.
That's the old me too.
That's in my 20s, but you know, that's in my
old me too.
I'm done with that. But, you know.
Yeah, I really just break up and keep doing that.
Yeah,
that's a waste of energy. I
feel you. I'm gonna apologize to my Facebook guys. I'm gonna shut down my tab on this side. I'll be sure to get to y'all comments the next show. I'm gonna link it up to my page. But I want to make sure that we keep the bandwidth. Yeah. Yo, they was cutting up in there. Yeah, CJ, make sure you fight back in the comments, man. Hold us down. I think I might got one more video if y'all got time, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm good, man.
Yes, look, Javonna, she got that from management.
Psych.
She got that from management.
I'm gonna be me.
Now, this is really some good shit. Now, granted, I got 20% of my phone. Even if my phone died, I'm gonna back off this one and get on my admin page because this is a very important part that I want people to catch in terms of a solution to your relationship. This is about closing the doors on your relationship, keeping outside forces away. So we gonna definitely get to this clip. Phone die be damn. You hear me?
All right.
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm clicking on the right one here. Here we go.
As I was telling my friend, we got to watch what we tell our friends about our relationships currently. Like, we want to vent so bad because, you know, sometimes we can't vent to our man, right? We want to vent to our friends, but them be the real ops sometimes, right? So, you got to watch
waiting for you to slip up, waiting for you to fall out, waiting for some to happen, so all of that can be used against you.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, with the people we love, we want to keep them near us, so what we have to do is create a boogeyman so they don't leave us. So a lot of people are jealous of their friends. So if you get in a
Yes.
relationship, I talk to you less, we hang less.
Yeah.
So in order to not have that happen, I want you to think this dating world, which it do got a lot of creepy in there, so and girls. So, but I want to try to. So that's why I said you got to be careful, because sometimes they are giving you real advice, but sometimes they really don't want to lose that access they have to you.
Facts.
So they're trying to really keep you single.
That was a bar. Y'all make sure y'all tap into tonight's conversations. They got some good content.
Yeah, they good.
They got some good content. So I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna keep this one on the screen, but pretty much what I'm asking is, do y'all have single friends that you think want, or do you think single friends want to keep their partner single? And do you think that close ones? Say it again. Say it again.
They partner or they friend?
They're friends. They're friends outside. Do you think that the single people outside of your relationship can work against you to keep you single? Do you think that your close ones can be jealous of your relationship? And is it healthy to even include loved ones in your relationship? Anybody, popcorn style.
I would say.
100%. What you got,
I would
Javonna?
say. Oh, okay.
Javon, put a hand up first.
So first, I start with the married folks first. But I always say this. A lot of times I speak out at, I'm asked to do a toast or whatever. I always tell people, invite people to your wedding, but don't invite them to your marriage. So, you be the judge of that. Then as far as relationship wise, I will say we got to be very mindful of who and what you share stuff about, because like I said, people, they may be ready to use it against you. I would say, as far as my friends and I, like we empower each other. Of course, I'm not gonna tell every detail. I'm definitely not about to say anything sexual about my relationship to anybody, because it's none of your business. Or two, for as like stuff that could be offensive. Like if I really need some help with problem solving some stuff, or I need to see stuff from another woman's perspective, then I may ask one or two of my friends. But I'm not about to be like down my guy. Then I want to be like, hey girl, we at a high right now, and you like, oh what? She was like, what about this? So I don't need that.
Yeah,
that's how I handle business.
That's real. What you got, CJ? My bad. CJ's gonna go first. Then we'll go to Bino.
I would say, I mean, I ain't married or nothing, but I would definitely say, as far as marriage goes, your family don't need to be in that. You're being married, that is your primary family. You don't need to have nobody up in there. No, that's what therapy is for. That's what sitting down and talking is for. So when it comes to being married, either y'all talk it out, or you get a complete stranger who's a therapist to handle that. Your family's gonna be biased no matter what. So definitely don't have them in there, no marriage. As far as relationships go, me personally, in my relationships, I've got a total of 2 people, one male, one female, that have ever been involved in me venting about the good or bad about my relationships. But both of them have always gave solid, sound advice about anything. They don't believe in trying to like push me away from the situation unless the situation is downright bad. But they're 2 people that I am very confident that if I come to them for help or assistance about anything involving relationships, I know they're going to give me the right information or the right advice to help me. They're not about to do nothing to damage anything, hurt anything, or cause conflict. Outside those 2 people, there's nobody else, because I can see them in their relationships or how they handle people that they be with. I'm like, nah, they ain't got the mindset for it. Right. So that's why once I see your mindset, I mean, I'm still cool with you. I still rock with you. But for this specific thing, I can't come to you for that. I got these 2 people and that's it. And I've been sticking with them in all these years. Well, shit, both of them about 20 plus years in, they the same 2 people to this day that if I need help or advice about relationship stuff, they the only people I go to.
Bino, what you got?
I agree. Yeah, I'm about to say this and I gotta go ahead and go, y'all. But I agree with CJ. I have learned to not, and whoever I talk to in the future, I hope she agree, but like, forget that advice from friends, bro. Especially if they're single friends. Especially with that little mark that you put on the computer to ask the little, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they single friends, you know what I'm saying? Because it's nothing you can tell me through failure. You know what I'm saying? to help. You could tell me how to end this situation just like y'all did, but there's nothing you really could tell me to help the situation. If you need true sound advice, I agree with CJ. I agree with Much Love on the post. Go to a therapist. These are people who ain't gonna have no biased opinion at all. If you married, don't go to somebody that's divorced. Go to somebody that made it through all the bullshit and that been here 20, 30, 40 years.
Like an Andre, like OG.
But at the same time, like keep that shit going to friends to a very minimum because it's your friend. So they only gonna tell you what you want to hear for the most part. You have some that say tighten up, girl, tighten up, homeboy. But for the most part, they only gonna give you a one way looking at things, and they only gonna give you a traumatized perspective. You know what I'm saying? Go to a therapist, older that's 50, 60, that been there, done that, and there's nothing you can't tell them that they ain't already been through.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
What you got, Giovanna? You want to add something else?
Question to Bino. So what if that therapist is a single therapist? Does that therapist got to be married to help you?
No, because that's personal, right? So to my understanding, therapy has to separate. They actually have been trained how to separate their professional life, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so it don't matter what they got going on personally. You know what I'm saying? Because they went to school to know how to separate it. A lot of your friends and family members, they don't have that training. They're only going to go off a personal perspective, a traumatizing perspective that they personally went through. You know what I'm saying? Therapists more so give you a general, if I'm right, you know what I'm saying? So I never been to therapy, but I would try it in my future relationships if it get to that point. I would definitely go sit down with a therapist before I go tell my mama. Because no offense, my mom told me things that won't right when it comes to that. She tell me a lot of things. My dad, whoever, my homeboy, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, through all those experiences, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to a therapist.
All right, we're gonna go Wardy. We're gonna go Wardy, Jazz, and then P. And then I'll wrap us up.
My bad. I agree with CJ. Like, you know, putting people in your business, like it you know what I'm saying? It just give people an avenue, you know what I'm saying? You know, mess your stuff up. It give them a way in, you know what I'm saying? You never know people's true intentions. So, you know, if you don't give them that opportunity to even, you know, be that close with it, you know, to use some or, you know that you in a vulnerable position, you know, if a person know you're in a vulnerable position, they'll try to use that. So I definitely, you know, agree with keeping people out your business, and I definitely agree with, you know, therapy as well, because like Bino said, like a therapist is trained to handle these situations, you know what I'm saying, and you know, other people not. So I agree, you know, get that real help that's gonna give you real results.
Dope. Jazz, what you got?
Yeah, I agree. Keep you out your business because I done been there before, and it's like his friends agree with him, my friends agree with me. You really get nowhere. All right, so yeah, I agree. And your friends could definitely be jealous of your relationship. They see you happy and they can't keep a man. Like,
that part.
And they ain't gonna want the best for you. Like, and then you can tell them the good shit you got going on. They're gonna be hating. Like, damn, why I can't get a man like that? And then they're gonna be jealous.
They never have as much to say. They never have as much feedback when you go to them with positive stuff as when you go to them with negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like a friend, you go and brag about your joint, they be quiet as hell. Like, but I go with some negative stuff. You got 2.5 hours of conversation for me. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, look though, I was always told like positivity is your shield. Because when you start talking positive to somebody, like, you know what I'm saying, negative people, they tend to flee away from those type of conversations or even that energy period. You feel me? So, like, that positivity is our shield most times. You feel me?
That's a bar. P, what you got? Then I'm going to close us out.
Man, I agree with what everybody said. I agree with everybody said. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Only one thing Bino said, you can't learn from failures. That's it. But you can. You can learn what not to do.
I mean, but that's up to you to decipher to learn from that failure.
Yeah,
from many years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Everything else you said was official. It was just that one part you can't learn from a failure, but you can learn when not you know what I mean, what not to do, you know what I mean? So other than that, everything else.
You right. Because a person can learn from me. As a friend, they can learn from me through my phase. If my homeboy came to me, I'd be like, bro, don't do that. I fucked up doing that shit. How many friends will tell you that? Friends don't, you know what I'm saying? How many? And you probably got 10%, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you're right, though. You can learn from failure, though. You can.
No, that's a fact. But other than that, everybody said what everybody said was a fact. Was a fact. And that's
That
it.
part.
And I also agree with Giovanna. I think that's her name.
Yeah.
I agree with her what she said. She said something about what type of what you call them people? Counselors?
Yeah.
A therapist.
Yeah, therapist. What type of therapist was you talking to? I agree with that part because it's always a B, C, or D type of therapist, doctor, nurse, all of that. It's according to what they graduated on type shit. But break that down. But I agree with her to a certain extent when it comes to detail. But nah, everything else I agree with everybody on.
Dope. To close it out, I'll say this. The thing with relying on telling your loved ones about your relationship, this is the part that most people don't take into consideration. That when you're over the situation, your family isn't. When y'all have gotten past that argument, when y'all are not mad at each other no more, your family gonna hold it against them, whether you want them to or not, because they only care for you. They accept who you with, but they're gonna always take your side. Keep them the fuck out your business for good or for bad. I don't think anybody should know shit about your relationship. Nothing.
Yeah.
Because it be the people on the outside that once you let them in, they'll infiltrate. Y'all know the story. Y'all know the story, that Bobby Womack shit. I'm gonna bring that to the panel. We're gonna actually bust down what he did to Sam Cooke. That was from a previous live I had. But there are people that are waiting for you to fail to replace you. Right? I think that your friends, that there should be boundaries. You can chill with your friends outside of your relationship, but make sure that is completely separate from your relationship altogether. Y'all should have separate things going on. Put up the gates. When you decided you want to be with somebody, the gates go up. This is the boundary. It's just me and this person in this. We got to figure it out, because no one is going to then turn around and give you the grace that you're going to give your partner. And so, in closing, I will say, man, I appreciate all of y'all for coming on the panel tonight, man. It's been a great show. I think we came to some healthy, great conclusions. We got some good feedback. Communication is key. I like Giovanna's 60-40. If you on your 40, lean on your person to be the 60, but communicate it. Women, if you're in a situation, make sure that you are asking for the help that you need. Don't assume that your man knows, right? So make sure that if help is needed, ask. If you have an idea of what you want to do, then make it as a statement, an affirmative statement. You have to have confidence in the decisions you're trying to make as a woman. Your man will back you, but it is your job to affirm that you got it under control, and he'll do like this every time. If you're in a household and it seems to be a little bit more overbearing, make sure that you are separating the partner that you chose to be with, and that you first acknowledge them before you go to dumping, because no one wants to be dumped on as soon as they get off work. No one wants to leave their job to feel like they're going into work again in their relationship. So make sure y'all checking on each other. Y'all are pouring into each other. That's all I got, man. What you got, Bino?
I just want to say to the audience, the ones that still watching, hey man, y'all watch out for our SPS podcast page.
Yes.
We're gonna be sending out invites. Y'all drop comments. Y'all have conversations in our group page. Y'all help us come up with content. We touch on things. Everybody on Facebook, look out for that, man.
Absolutely. If y'all want to get on to the show, join the page. Send a request. The admins will talk about it. We'll figure out. We're gonna be popping guests in and out. Like I said, man, this is getting great feedback. Y'all keep commenting. We're gonna fix all the little glitches. But again, I'll take the onus on that because I kind of jumped out the window with all of this. Like I said, the family, they have supported me and just jumping out the window. I've asked everybody has came to the table, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I appreciate everybody that's on this panels. We cut the fuck up in the back channels, man. We have fun. We build with each other. But thank you all to my panelists that are here, the ones that are not here, man. Y'all, it's love. Y'all know what time it is. What you got, CJ?
Stop complaining about being an adult. Just be an adult.
So
Like,
yeah,
straight up.
be an adult.
That's being nice. I didn't even use no aggression. Just stop complaining. Stop.
So
You need a t-shirt for that one.
yes,
Yo,
that is
stop
the take home for the night,
Nick,
man.
though. What?
Hey,
Just stop.
look at SPS YouTube as
Yes.
well. Show
Yeah.
love to SPS
We on YouTube.
as well.
We on YouTube. Yep.
Please
We on
drop
YouTube.
your comments,
No,
like,
We
Nick,
on YouTube for
all
now.
of that.
We don't know if Buddy
Both-
with the
both-
comment gonna shut us down.
Both for the drama, both for the lit person in the YouTube. I know right now. I already got messages on my phone. It's something between CJ, Bino, and what's your name? They just keep talking about it in my phone right now.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me make sure.
Hey man,
Hey,
CJ gonna have to report
Nah,
to
it's
Brittany in the
for
back
y'all.
chat. That's why
Nah,
I'm gonna charge my phone
Brittany.
up for that.
It's Brittany, CJ, Bino, and Giovanna. They like, yo, she quiet. I keep hearing Giovanna quiet, but she got something to say, but she ain't saying it. I keep seeing that in my text message.
She be absorbing. That's what she do. She the type that she'll sit
Yeah.
there and absorb it all, and then when she finally say
And
something,
then when
it's
she gonna unleash.
gems.
Yeah.
And then she go back to being
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah.
Freaking Batwoman out here just pop out of nowhere, say the world and dip.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
My last word is solidarity and security. That's all both parties want. That's it.
Dope.
Look, all I got is you matter and you're loved. That's all I got.
See what I say? She had the same way. Anomaly.
Wardy, give me some last words, man.
Man, communication is key. You know what I'm
That part.
saying? It can make or break. We see that simple words and simple communication can make or break a relationship.
That part. Well, again, love. Y'all like, subscribe, comment, keep supporting. We'll see y'all right back here Monday at
Somebody go straight to
6:30.
them comments.
SPS. CJ is coming. Y'all make sure y'all be adults. We'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.
All right.
Whoa.
All right, y'all. Report the management.
Report to management, everybody. Jesus Christ. I love these people, man.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on out of here myself, man. Y'all, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure with y'all, man. We're gonna end with some music. We'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.
Get out the mud and you clean up right. You can bet your bottom dollar I'ma be alright. I remember too clear, too many long nights with a stomach too empty and the full foresight. I can get it for the four, make the birds take flight. From a dirty floor to Camaro sound nice. Get a little distant when the goal's in sight. Before I die, I'ma live the best life of all time. And you can be by my side. I need you here by my rear, be the left to my right. Please don't trip, cause I'm fine. I'm in another zone, bring the zone, take to the house, to the goal line. Stir me while I'm whipping, baby. Pull out, you know I got it. Win another four, baby. Chop, breaking down this product. Do not disturb me while I'm whipping, baby. Pull out, you know I got it. Win another four, baby. Chop, breaking down this product.
Broke me running from the space.
Colorado for milk.
Sully.
Once it's back. I got 2, 2, 3s. I'ma play it close. The people's irony, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know. And I'm on one. I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go. Got 2, 2, 3s. I'ma play it close. The people's irony, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know. And I'm on one. I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go. Get it from the gutter, yeah. Put it on the stove. Been whipping so long, yeah, bleed through my pores. But boy, the raw get gone before I finish this song. Keep a Glock 40 on me to sleep. In case the eyes try to slide my dreams. It seems I see, just to get ahead, a nigga gotta go through the feed. Death coming waves, the 2s or 3s. Cloning Mike George, low 2, 2, 3s. The difference in distance shrinks. Point blank range equals 6 feet deep on the G's. 2, 2, 3s. I'ma play it close. People's irony, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know. And I'm on one. I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go. Got 2, 2, 3s. I'ma play it close. The beef is irony, but I'ma let it go. Got enemies and know my score. Drilling shit is all I know. And I'm on one. I'm on one. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I'ma let it go.